Benvenuti in Italia, the beating heart of Formula One. While not being the most famous home to the Tifosi, there are still 70,000 residing here in the beautiful town of Imola. As we arrive in their backyard once more here at the historic Autodromo Internazionale Enzo Edino Ferrari, a circuit that has seen tragedy and elation from Senna's final moments to Alonso's greatest. How can you keep a track with such history away from Formula One? And URFL has answered the call and is back for round two of Tier 1. The Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix sees us go around this beautiful 4.909 kilometer lap, or if you're American like myself, 3.05 miles, 19 corners, 10 to the left and 9 to the right, make up this historic racing circuit. We have a 32 lap race in store for you all, but first, a full qualifying session. As usual, I am joined by the reigning Tier 3 champion who sits P5 in the World Drivers' Championship in Tier 2, Camerooni. Cam, how are you doing on this fine Italian afternoon that is pretty gloomy as it seems?
I'm doing good, Nova. Excited to be here today. It's full grid as well, I believe, so we should be in for a treat.
Absolutely. I mean, this should be a great race. And again, rain known to come down here at Imola. I wonder if there's any wet running. I'll be very shocked if there isn't because you can see those clouds. They look gloomy. They look very ominous. So hopefully, incoming Q1 exit. Nope, nothing about rain. Nothing about rain.
Sad to see.
As we have 20 drivers on the grid, Krusty is in, and I would like to, and I just need to tell, bruh. Yeah, full grid. Wow. When was the last time we had a full grid? Viper, the first one out of the track as well. On hards. What? What?
We've seen Runner do this before, I believe, trying to get for Q1 and 2 on the hard tire. I don't think it'll work, but yeah, Viper was insane.
Viper was insane, but you have to remember, when Runner did it, the sky was bright, and there was sun beating down on the track, and the track was hot and grippy, and right now you have a cold, gloomy day on Imola, and you're going on the hard compound tires. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know if that's going to work. There'll be some inters going on for the Inter Championship, as Viper just backing off and doing the tire warming strat. But we'll have to see how it goes. And while we wait for this outlap and all of this, I'd like to take you through what happened last week out. We left you with what was a beautiful result in Australia. It was Viper winning from Nicholas Meyer and Roadrunner on the podium. And after penalties, huge penalties came in for Roadrunner for killing, I believe it was former Kitten and El Krusty. Viper ended up still taking the win with Nicholas Meyer P2. Joshi moved up to P3 along with Apachik P4, Ghoul P5, Luke or former Kitten P6, P7 Sway, P8 Oka, P9 Rafa, and Charlie moves up into the top 10 with Runner P11 after the penalty. Huge today. So the championship looks to be wide open, especially with the reigning champion down out of the points.
Speak about championships, Nova. We've got an inter-championship prediction.
I mean, I think it's gotta be Neo, right? He's always been the god at Inter Championships. I'm actually gonna keep track this season of the Tier 2 one, and I wrote down in the 20 in the results that AMG won the last Inter Championship by 5/10 in Tier 2. I don't know who won the last one in Tier 1, but we'll have to wait and see. But my prediction is Neo. How about you?
Joe, I think I fancy Rafa. Yeah, why not? I fancy Rafa on the set of Inters.
I mean, not too bad. Rafa, I mean, just to speak on it, as Neo has invalidated his Inter run, maybe I just commentator cursed him as we rode on board with him. Joel as well. We go to Joel. The Charlotte. I've said this many times last time out. The Charlotte Leclerc of this league apparently racing on a different setup, so he's not on his. I guess he's not. Home. Joel's got straight on.
Joel's out. Minty also out of the same corner, correct?
Haza's also out. They're out in the same place. I've never seen that before in my life. Haza out immediately.
In tandem.
Man, Oka goes P1. Oka went 3 seconds slower than Charlie. We'll ignore that. But what? What? How are they out that quickly?
Yeah, that is crazy. Viper second on the hard. Viper kind of crazy on the hard tire for that speed. But Joe was telling me before that he's got a make do setup. And he said he was awful at Imola, so should be interesting.
Just went straight on. It looked like a wheel disconnection. And we'll see Joel type in the chat. We'll see what he says. I don't imagine it's anything but a wheel disconnection. And for Minty, it's just business as usual. But we'll have to see how it goes as Krusty goes P5. And back to my point on Rafa, as we look at Rafa on the track, he's on the inters. Do you see rain?
Nah,
I swear, from the offboard, it looked like there was rain coming.
Nah, you're waffling, bud.
Someone can go check the stream, because from the offboard, it looked like it was raining. I'm gonna clip that.
You keep telling yourself
that on stream. Either way, Rafa's gonna start his second flying lap, as he validated his first one on the inter-compound tires. We'll have to see how that goes. I will say, Rafa's time trials look rapid, but he needs to hook it up. He can't become a time trial merchant here in Tier 1. And if he can hook it up, I mean, his time trial is 13.7. He's looking like a top 5 contender here today, and we'll see if he can bring Merc as the #1 driver up there. And yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Checking the stream. Okay, it was just lines from the wall, but it did look like it was raining. Down in Tier 3, there are 6 minutes left in Q1, so they are about 6-7 minutes ahead of us. As Mel's watching Waiting Throne, it is completely bone dry. It is beautiful and bright and sunny in Tier 3 as we have a dark, gloomy day. Here, Rafa with a big moment on the exit of Aquaman or Raleigh. Woohoo! Float like a Cadillac, sing like a bee. He's definitely floating. As we head now into the final 2 corners, Cam, it doesn't look like the best lap, but again, that's the inter-compound tires. Right now, winning the inter-championship is Nicholas Meyer by 8/10. You think Rafa can beat this?
I mean, he's had a few slides, so I'd imagine not, but hey, you see in the championship, you can take a point on anyone. Commentator's curse does exist. Hey, he didn't do badly. Second in the championship so far.
So, apparently, according to Joel, as Rafa goes 8/10 behind Nicholas Meyer, Joel says that Minty spun right in front of him and put him off so much that he shit himself and put himself in the wall.
That it would explain.
So, yeah, wow. Minty has causing more than just himself the DNF. It's been a while since that's happened. Apachik, who's on the lap right now? Who's on a soft one? Oka. I think he's just going. I think Oka's going for some practice laps because he's on.
Yeah, he just showed. He has. Yeah, he's not using the ERS or anything.
He is, but I think he's just left it.
But if he is using it, he didn't have much.
yeah, good point. I mean, first of all, beautiful offboard shot. You see the car going straight. Just turn in aggressively. These Formula 1 cars, so much downforce, so much speed. As Oka has a moment in the exit of Tosa. I actually don't know how to say it. I don't know if to click. I think it's Tosa. Either way, I know it's an X. Albin on the inters letting cars through. Rafa's going to be heading into the box shortly as Apachik makes his way out of the long pit lane. Around a 30-second plus. I didn't actually get a stat from the F1 account because of the tragedy that hit Imola with the floods. Thankfully, everyone seems to be okay, and we're back here able to race. Very thankful for that. Speaking of thankful, we did just have Thanksgiving here in the U.S., so good timing. But yeah, we were very thankful for that to be able to race here, and this time we do not have any safety car probability or VSC probability because F1 didn't make an article about that because they didn't race here. Apachik also has ERS on his outlap. Oh, he's just turned it off. No, he has not turned it off. It's still on. That's an interesting strategy. Wonder if he noticed. But yeah, so I don't have anything else, but I do know that it's around a 30-second plus lap around here. Sorry, 30-second plus. 30-second plus pit stop around here.
Really?
About as much
I would have thought it would have been as long.
Long pit lane, all that. I would have thought it's a bit shorter, given that it's a long time in the pits. But yeah, Zoka tries to get out of the way, and that's not exactly the best thing it's not exactly the best place to be. I do feel for him. It's hard to let the cars through, but he does choose to cut the track, and hopefully does not get disqualified. But on a lap, Sway goes P5, 15.9, as Charlie still tops the timing sheets here in Q1 on the softs for some reason. I guess Charlie doesn't want to be out in Q1, or I mean,
yeah, so understand right. I believe he had what he would call a shock exit last time out. Must be safe. I understand that.
Croc is purple sector too. Oh, Croc spun! Oh no! Oh no! Croc was purple sector too, and I cursed him. Croc on the medium compound tires has spun somewhat. I don't know who just improved. Roadrunner goes P2, 15-0, a 10th off his teammate on the mediums. Wow. Joshy's on the lap as well. I think he's pushing. He's 1 second up as of sector 1. I mean, he needs about 5.
I mean,
As
yeah,
we
but it
see
was
with
his inner run, right?
that was his inner run as he goes
I'm
wide.
valid.
Got the famous. I mean, I need to get the turn numbers on up as we see Colonel Clapper's in here with Destructo, his team principal. Destructo being the team principal. If you're new to Formula One, I mean new to URFL, Imola GP. Let me just get these quarter numbers up. Imola also known for having kinks. I will not be. The right-hander in the middle of the straight. I am not calling turn 1. I'm sorry. That is not a turn.
Yeah,
Turn
that
1
don't
is
count.
down at the first left-hander. There's also a turn. Turn 8 is also a kink after the left-hander of Tosa. I'm not counting that either. So it would be 1, 2, 3, that's 6. So turn 7 is where Joel invalidated Joshi starts. Sorry, Joshi invalidated. Joshi starts his lap. So it's 2 cars out already here in Q1. Senior Pepe on a lap. Speaking of McLaren as well, they first of all P5 in the combined, not too bad after their weekend last time out. Joshi getting a podium and flying the flag for McLaren, but Chef has dropped the McLaren role since then. The team principal, Welshie now back in the team principal role. So we'll see what he can do this season as Senior Pepe starts his lap. And who knows, Bra as well is on the sidelines. He's just done his time trials 30 minutes ago. And for someone who qualified P3 last season, he will definitely be getting some interest from team principals. I wonder if we'll see anyone drop someone early on in the season, but tier 1 looks to be, the attendance looks to be amazing. And we got a full grid here as Pepe looks to be flying through sector 1. And we just look down the rest of the field. Anyone catching your eye there, Cam?
I'm much watching Pepe. It looks like he's holding nicely. A little moment on the exit though, not ideal. I believe Neo just starting a lap too.
Have to wait and see how that goes. As Pepe seems to be doing pretty well as we head through turn 7 now. Just not taking as much minimum speed as you would want. I don't know what sound just came from my mouth. Turn 8, turn 9, Aqua Minerale, as we now head up into the chicane, that fast chicane. Not fast, it's very much technical.
Joshi went second fastest.
Wow, Joshi goes P2 on the mediums, just barely 500ths ahead of Roadrunner. Back to Pepe, running out of ERS, running out of fuel it seems, as we head now into the final 2 corners. He's already done an invalidated lap on these tires. Does he have enough fuel to finish his lap and then box? He takes a lot of curb on the entrance, a lot of curb on the exit. Can he get out of Q1 for the first time this season? That's a yes. He goes P4 nice. On the soft. He does not want to get knocked out this time. I wonder what the knockout time will be. What do you think, Cam?
I think
15.8.
Yeah, I think around mid 15s, yeah, 15.8, sort of. Anything from 15.6, I think above is, or below even is safe, probably. But you can never know, right?
Neil goes P4. 8,000s ahead of Senior Pepe. On the soft on the tires as well. So it seems like a lot of guys opting for the softs, and I'm shocked. It's Q1. So I guess, maybe they don't think they're going to need the softs in the race, as Shaney on the outlap is flying. Let's look to see who's on their lap. Albin on a lap now. Rafa is also on a lap. He's 3 seconds up on his Delta. Again, I don't see anyone really catching my eye. We'll stay with Rafa. He's 3 seconds up as we head now into final sector. Final couple of turns of the lap. Now, Rafa up to the line. He goes P11 only.
But I don't think that'll be enough.
That will not be enough. He'll need to put on the soft compound tires, it seems. Same with his teammate Oko, who's now on the soft compound tires, exiting the pits. 5 minutes left to go in Q1. We'll check back in with Mel. He's at the end of Q1. Isak and Zealous leading the way here in Q1. Beautiful for the 2 Merc drivers. As we see, it is the Ferrari out in Q1. The runner will not be happy about that. That is huge. I believe it was Sparky BDG out in Q1. Albin's purple sector 2 as we go back to the Tier 1 race. Oh my god, there's traffic. Oh my god, there's traffic.
Nicely avoided though.
Williams and an Alfa Romeo in the way as Albin trying to complete his lap.
Sway looks nice from Albin though.
Here. It looks like it. Could this be P1 here? Albin not known for the best quality pace here, but he goes P1. 5/10s clear.
And that is what we call a safe lap.
He's gonna get the toe as well to his teammate.
Yeah, tactics done Alfa Romeo. Clever. Like I said, I know these guys. These guys, I'm a team principal for them elsewhere. These guys work together very well.
The Alfa Romeo drivers and the team principal going crazy there as Albin goes P1. Sway now trying to improve even more. Sway.
3/10 already.
When he goes 3/10 up, that would, he needs more. Let's see what else he can get in the lap. As we go, there's a Haas behind that is Croc on an outlap. Heading to the final phase of quali is Kitten on the medium compound tires trying to get through. Kitten as well. I mean, he was
Sway invalid.
Sway invalid. Wow. Wow. Huge here in Q1. Could we see the flying check fly his way to the bench out in Q1? We'll see how that goes. We go back to former Kitten. Can he do it? 3 seconds up on his lap delta right now. He wasn't able to make a difference last time out. I mean, Aston Martin normally racing with 2 drivers at the front, and he was in the midfield for sure, but he said his pace was up there, and he would have been fighting with Nicholas. Can he do it this time? Only P15!
Not enough. Not enough indeed.
Kitten could be out.
And it did look a little sketchy for that last sec. It wasn't certainly as smooth as Albin, who we saw through there.
There's Albin looking to box now. No, Albin, no, yeah, he does box. As an Alpine is starting their lap right behind... What am I looking at? Why is an Alpine starting their lap... It's a Pochek finishing his lap. Maybe he got blocked, he feels, by Sway, but he goes P2, just barely behind Albin. Pochek safely through into Q2. Is the goal 17 thinks he's safe.
Confidence from the goal. And I believe he's safe.
I agree.
I think anything below him, though, I wouldn't be too confident. Maybe I think anything from 10th below isn't confidently safe.
As Nicholas Meyer agrees with you, he's out on an outlap now. Rafa goes P11 on the mediums. Can he get through on those tires? Oka now finishing his lap. Oka only right P12. He goes slower than his teammate, who is on the mediums. Oka, wow. I mean, obviously not as good on no line as Kitten tries to prep his lap. Croc now finishing his lap. Krusty now 6/10 up on his lap. Croc is a second up. Can we see anything as we see a new guy, Samuel TV, hello, with a cake icon? I don't know what the hell that is. Okay, I don't know what the hell that is. Something about Reddit. Either way, Croc finishing his lap. We got some Albin fans, a lot of Alfa Romeo fans that you keep pulling in here. The Flying Swede and the Flying Czech. Well, that's P1 for the Flying Swede, and Croc goes P4. Croc behind Charlie. He put on the softs. I don't think he's going out for a run. Is anyone on a lap?
Sway about to
finish. So Sway went P11. The Flying Europeans.
First he finishes a lap but doesn't gain any places, so I think he's in big trouble.
Wow. So does Krusty have enough fuel?
I don't think he's getting ERS back either.
I mean, he needs to start braking a lot.
But then he also has a certain amount of time to get to the line, so that's a lot of confident retirement at the top. So,
last time out, I believe Krusty made it through safely to Q. Was Krusty racing last time?
Yeah, but
no, Krusty was not racing.
I'm not sure. No, he did race because you were saying that runner took him out.
Oh yeah, you're right. So he did race. I think he got knocked out in Q1 or Q2 because he was very much watching Croc the entire time, and it looks like it'll be the same thing here today, as Kitten has prepped his tires and his ERS enough. Krusty cannot say the same, as we see Iho now on his lap. Will we see Iho get through into Q2? Wasn't able to get into Q3 in his one Brazil preseason race in Tier 2, as Viper goes P3 on the mediums. It should be safely through. I mean, to be 4/10 off on the mediums of P1, that's pretty good, as Neo has invalidated his lap. He should be through safely, though. Sway is maybe prepping? I don't know. Nicholas Myers invalidated. I think these guys are safe.
But I think that's too. Has Krusty, to my knowledge, I think he's going to give it a try now, but he doesn't have any, right? So in my eyes, he's absolutely out.
So Krusty...
Yours 8/10 down, so I believe he is out too. And the last place is, I believe, Kitten versus the likes of Rafa, who's done, and Oka, who is on a lap.
But out of the ERS, will we see Kitten knock out the 3-time champion? Will we see 2 3-time champions going at it here in quali? Wow, Nicholas Meyer thinks he's safe. Kitten is the only one improving. He's purple sector 2, but he's only a 10th up. He needs more. Cam, could we see the 3-time champion and the Aston Martin team principal out here?
Well, see Oka finish now. It doesn't improve, so 1 3-time is going out.
Oh, Kitten used everything on the exit there. He almost went invalidated.
I think it was a lot cleaner than his first lap as well.
I don't think so. Oh, he goes P12! Oka's out! Oka
I remember seeing
out
that
in Q1 by 800 to his
in the first sector against a massive amount.
Mercedes Masterclass. Oh my god. You were right, by the way. You were right with a middle 15-3. I was a bit too optimistic of 15-8 being the cutoff. It was a 15-3-8-3. And I mean, from P1 to getting knocked out is less than a second. That's insane. That is
Yeah,
insane.
indeed.
Wow. I thought Kitten was out for sure, but he had 6/10 in hand. He had 8/10 in hand in that final sector. I mean, wow, he improves by 8/10 here, as that's the end of Q1. Viper just boxing and out. Cam, take us through. Who's out in Q1?
I believe York finds his way out alongside Christie, and then Orca just about gets knocked out with his teammate just about getting through ahead of him. But I saw Kitten's first lap. I believed he had a lot more time within that final complex. And yeah, clearly he did. He gained a lot of time to send himself safely through. But yeah, Orca won't be happy with that for sure.
Oh, for sure. The three-time champion looking to keep it going. I mean, I said the old guard versus the new. It was Oka, the Lewis Hamilton, you could say, of this league versus Nicholas Meyer. Seems to be a bit of a Max Verstappen. I mean, we have a bunch of Max Verstappens. I would rather call Viper the Max Verstappen, but hey, you know, when you have a guy like Max, you're going to call a lot of people. Just like him, when you have aggressive drivers who just want to push to the limit. As Joel and Minty both DNFing pretty much at the same time. And they will be out in Q1, and we'll see if they can make a comeback here. I wouldn't count too much on Minty. We'll see what Joel can do, though, from flying from the back. A lot of soft runners here in Q1, Cam. I'm surprised.
I'm not surprised, to be honest. I think a lot of guys, I mean, with how competitive and close the grid is, some of them are going to have to bolster on that set of soft tire to make their way through.
Well, I mean, yeah, we'll have to see. Park Ferme obviously on, so all of these setups are locked in. So we'll have to see how it goes for them. It's still dry, and I haven't seen anything about rain. I assume if there had been rain, they would have absolutely just gone straight into the chat and said, oh, rain, rain, rain. And it would have been awesome to see some rain. Maybe, I mean, approximate weather forecast, so who knows, we might get some. As we see the Williams of Impulse Neo already getting ready to go out. From his box, Croc saying he's a Nico Hulkenberg as he has to quote him, good quality shit race. So, who knows? We'll see if he can improve at all. Viper again, first one out. I mean, Cam, can we get a pole prediction from you?
I think it's very early to call a pole prediction, but I like the idea of my friends down at Alfa Romeo, guys that I've looked at. Why not Albon for pole? Maybe a bit of bias from what we saw in the first session, but yeah, I like Albon. Let's go for it.
Oh.
Why not?
Wow, okay. So obviously Viper did not make it into Q2 on the hard compound tires. He made it through in the mediums. So you'll try and go again on these old medium compound tires. But what we'll also see is, I'm shocked you picked Albon, because last time out, it was Sway. I mean, I remember Zandvoort. Sway was absolutely the quicker driver. Absolutely far in ahead, but you would know better than I do. Is that always the case?
I think, well, I mean, if you're looking at last season, I want to say, I think Albon, from obviously where I'm the team principal, I think Albon might have scored more points, but I think Sway did less races, maybe. But yeah, I'm not completely sure that's factually correct. But yeah, they're both very fast drivers, both very competitive. I would say they're fairly equal pace. I think sometimes Sway's a little bit more smooth than Albon, but I think, give or take, depending on the track, I think either of them could be faster. And they're both very solid guys to have around. Nice people as well.
Well, good to know. So we will ride on board with Viper. Ken, you want to take us away here on this lap?
I absolutely can do. See this where you do not classify as a corner here, Nova. Coming up. Still turn 0 up. But he's going to take us down into turn 1. Very easy complex to mess up, but he takes it down to 4th, and you want to get in a 5th. He takes a bit too much there. We wouldn't have liked, ideally, to have done that, but worse things have happened. Wants to be able to carry lots on the exit through here, which he does pretty well. He's pretty smooth with it. But it's not his best, I don't think, but it's certainly pretty tidy so far. Gets on power nicely. And then through here, you want to keep the speed nice and high, which he does. Almost flies at that, barely lifted off too much. Then brake here, very easy to mess up that bit. Something I mess up quite a lot. And then the little chicane here. Down to 3rd. He wants to get on power fully, there he is, up to 4th, and then eventually all the way up the gears. And it is complex. Easy to mess up, but plants pretty nice, and you want to carry a lot of minimum speed through here, which he does, which is important. Takes that last little complex pretty nicely. And up to the line, a 1:14.7. Nicely done indeed.
That. Pretty good lap. He's ahead
Toxic
of
follows
Toxic,
him.
who's on the
Wow.
softs.
That's close.
Wow, everyone coming in on the softs behind him is not going quicker. This is huge.
Toxic
As you
was
see, Aston Martin
2,000
starting his
away.
lap. Wow. So Albon goes Q4.
Oh,
and
goes
17,
miles
there he is.
faster. There we
Wow.
go.
There's the lap. The goal also. I was gonna say in my notes I have Red Bull maybe coming back. It looks like it's just the Goal 17 doing the same. Joel has really disappointed him. Like you have to be, and I think I'll ask the Goal in his post-race interviews as a team principal. I assume he's gonna be disappointed. In
Don't
Joel.
ask him about my performances, he won't be happy.
P5 in the drivers. That's not too bad, Cam.
Yeah, I'm fraud in one race.
We'll have to see how it goes. I mean, according to Chef, you're the fastest tier 2.
I mean, after that, it's a nice compliment. I don't believe so. I think there's at least 10 guys faster than me, but
Well,
no, genuinely, I think I made a list of people that were faster than me, and I think there was about 13
Did you?
people on it. I believe there was about 13
Joel has-
people on set list.
So apparently Joel has a broken TV. His TV broke yesterday.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, he was telling me about this actually. Let me find out what exactly he said. I actually asked him if he smashed it because obviously that would be an amazing line, but he said no, just flatline pretty much, turned it on, and then it was just flickering and all that other sort of stuff. I wish he'd have smashed it though, that'd have been for a great story.
Oh, that would have absolutely been amazing. I would have said as he crashed, I would have said he threw his steering wheel the same way he threw something at the TV, but runner also pushing fully on his in lap. I mean,
We've
using
all been
everything.
there.
On
We
the
smash the
exit.
TV every now and then. We've all been there.
Old softs are so slow. Oh wow, so Croc saying that the used soft compound tire is just not it. So maybe we'll just need a lot of runs here as Nicholas Meyer on the 18.8 on the Inters. I believe that does win him the Inter Championship for sure. He's already 8/10 clear in the Inter Championship, but he does another Inter run.
But does that count? Is
I mean,
the
he's already
championship not
P1.
T1 specific?
You know what? Good point. Good point. Just Q1. He still won the Inter Championship. So
Hey,
either
but he
way,
wants to go on them in
as
Q3. More power to him. Off the grip on the Inter Championship.
just to say this, just to point this out, we are in the home of Ferrari, or one of the many homes of Ferrari, and we have Mugello. I wish we had Mugello on the F1 game. You have Monza, of course, and obviously Imola. This beautiful livery, this Vegas livery, I love it so much. I need that red and white back in Ferrari. I don't know how you feel, but I would love that red and white back.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. 100%. Itaki, as we
So-
call it.
Yeah. Only one car out on an outlap, and that is, in fact, Neo, as Joshi heads out on his outlap. Senior Pepe, as well, has made it through into Q2 for the first time this season, so congrats to him. Not too many shocks right now. I mean, Rafa, again, I said Rafa is seeming to be a bit of a time trial merchant right now. He's P12, and that's huge. Nicholas Meyer on the Inters is P13 with Pepe, and P11 if these drivers would be the ones to be knocked out if Q2 were to end now. 8 minutes left here in quali. We will go to tier 3 real quick because we see Neo on a lap. He goes
Neo's
wide.
off.
Yeah, on the gravel. But we go to Q2. It is MC Explorer leading the field. With
But he has a
Isak
5 plus
Gonzalez,
penalty.
P2, P3.
Explorer had
Yes.
5 clear grid penalty, I've been told.
Wow, how?
Yeah, well, I know exactly how. I was sent a clip. I'll actually have a look.
Okay.
Before let me get this sort of information. He's coming out the pit lane and... Whoa! I mean, I don't think there's anything you could have done about it, but someone just skimmed past him. I don't actually know if they made much contact. But it definitely didn't affect the guy's lap, but he was on the pit exit. Like, he was in the pit exit lines. There wasn't anything he could have done.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he won't be out with that, but I believe we can... You cannot remove that sort of penalty. I believe there was only one time it was ever removed, right? Which was by yourself? For Charlie?
Yeah, correct. Yes, but that was for a championship. That was final race of the championship, one of the biggest championship fights in URFL history. One of the most, probably the most well documented. So yeah, I think that was, yeah. If we had the ability to steward live, we tried to, but red flagging in the second round of the season isn't exactly,
Yeah, not ideal.
yeah, not ideal. It makes more sense when you get towards the end. It's Neil goes wide
I
again.
thought he was about to die in the wall.
Oh, I thought he died.
We've seen a lot of people take the barriers in Q1. And then,
I mean,
just
in the
about
Williams
managed
as
to
well.
correct it.
In the Williams as well, almost gave me flashbacks to seeing that offboard shot of Ayrton Senna heading around the corner, heading around Tamburello. back in 1994, and thankfully, I mean, so much safer Formula One now with the halo and just I mean, the overall weight of the cars and the way they're built, that they're able to take the shock of the impact and the driver can be okay. I mean, you remember Singapore, Lance Stroll, what a huge crash, and he was okay. He only had to, I mean, he missed Singapore, but I mean, missed Singapore. I mean, if you look at it a different way, he's alive, thankfully. So,
Yeah, indeed.
We definitely made great strides here as Neo tries to get out here in Q2. Probably will have to box, if we're being honest. He's messed up 2 runs.
Yeah, he won't be happy with that for sure. He's gonna have to box and go again. As Croc said, whoa, he's having a lot of moments though. He needs to get out of the pit lane and just regroup. Calm it down.
Yeah. So we'll have to see how this goes, as Q2 is officially over here in Tier 3. And not
Tell me about the cutoff.
Well, she gone off. Well, she's out in Q2.
Wow.
Well, she went off at the chicane, and I believe he might have hit the wall. Yeah, that's out. Ghost, Welshie, LNFFC, Trellis, and Waiting Throne out in Q2. Wow, that's huge.
Both Red Bulls,
I'm gonna imagine Albon 8 is Alec. So hi Alec, if that is you.
No, it'll be.
Who's streaming Tier 3? That is Mel. Mel is streaming Tier 3. I will. AMG is as well. So I will link that.
Albon 8 or whatever will be Albin in this lobby, no.
Oh, good point. Good point. Good point. Good point.
Nicholas Meyer was fastest of everyone.
Oh, 14.4. Quicker than Joel and quicker than Ghoul. Sorry, and Joshi, as we've been speaking, has gone P3.
He actually went, I think, a fair while back, I want to say. I mean, he's gone a full lap since then, so.
Yeah, I mean, good point. I mean, last time I checked, he was P15, so we've been waffling for a good amount of time, haven't we?
It's what we do best.
That's it. Runner on a soft run. Croc as well, as Charlie's still in the pits. Croc is on an out lap. Shaney on a lap.
Kitten's getting 4 tenths in 1 sector. Whoa, Apotric goes fastest by 3 tenths.
The Australian absolutely flying here, as you're right, Kitten on a lap. Who are we looking at, Cam? Who are we keeping an eye on right now?
I mean, who we keep an eye on in terms of the cutoff or on-board laps?
Whoever you want.
I mean, if you're looking at on-board laps, you've got to be looking at former Kitten for me. I mean, he's 9 tenths up in just 2 sectors alone, which would put him towards 14.5 at the moment, which would take him right up there. I assume there's some more time to find as Sway goes 5th fastest. Pretty nice lap from the flying check.
I mean, they see Alpha.
A bit of a moment on the exit for Luke.
Huge moment there as we now head up to the line. He goes P4. Aston Martin set first row and a second row here in Q2. What will we see? What is the cutoff time, you think, Cam? Can we guess the cutoff time correctly this time?
I'm willing to give it a guess. I'm saying 14.6.
I agree. I fully agree. I was going to say the same thing.
I think anything below Josh isn't safe. And I don't even think Josh is too safe. I think Luke may be safe, and everyone else below that is not. Runner goes 2nd fastest.
Look at that beautiful car.
Shaney goes 4th fastest. Beautiful lap from the Alpine TP.
Oh, the man who said he is Tier 2 is flying.
The man is not Tier 2.
Oh, definitely not. Sway is on a lap? No, he's on
No, he finished one not long ago.
He finished one, so 14.7. So Joshi, right now P7 now. After looking like a good lap in P3, he's now P7. This is huge. As Viper down in the almost in the drop zone. He's
but on medium run equally.
Yeah, good. Actually, yeah, good point. That was a good medium run then. But what does Crofty call it? The not the drop zone, but the
cut off? I don't know.
I don't remember. Anyway, I didn't watch quality today. Not yet, at least. So maybe I'll remember. And an unfortunate time as Rafa is gonna have to do another prep lap. So Rafa's on another prep lap.
Yeah, indeed.
I'm shocked. As Croc is 2 tenths up. Only 2 tenths up for Croc.
That was only the first sector, right? This looks pretty decent so far, I think. Still 2 tenths.
So right now this would take him only
I absolutely don't think so.
That's a lot of curb. That's a lot of curb. I can't believe he took that and didn't validate. Yeah, you're right. It only put him around P12, 2 tenths right now. So we'll see. Maybe there's a lot of time in that final sector.
I think he's got the full sender.
I mean, this is the final run he's going to get here in Q2.
Oh, close to
He's using everything on the exit.
Everything on that exit. But I don't think the minimum speed was this main, but he gained a lot of time to bring himself to 7th. That is a pretty decent lap from Croc, but I think he's going to be one to be watching away and maybe a bit nervous when it comes down to it. I think he could be around there and around 10th, where the cutoff will be. with that lap time.
Viper 1/10 up here in Sector 1. This would immediately put him through into Q3. But will we see him finish the lap? Rafa is 5/10 up.
Charlie's also 5/10
Rafa's
up.
5/10 up. Rafa's
Charlie's also 5 up.
Whew. This could be huge because right now Charlie 5/10 up would put him around P5 and
I think a pretty
finishing
tidy
up.
last sector from Charlie Ark, if I do say so myself. He goes up to 5th fastest.
Oh, 2000s off Shaney. Wow, Shaney's quicker. Shaney, after being the number 2 driver back in F121 to Charlie, has gone quicker than Charlie Ark here. Way earlier as
Neo's
well. Neo
out.
is out.
Oh, he crashed. I think.
Wow, that's huge.
Maybe. I mean, I can't imagine you retired in the pit when you're already 15.
I think so. Yeah, he did crash. He did crash. It looks like he either crashed or did.
Rafa's going to be one to watch
Viper,
the line
what's he
now.
going to do? P4.
7,
And Rafa P7. Oh my god, the cutoff could be a 14.4 or 14.5.
Yeah, I think we may have. I don't remember. What did I say?
That's
14.6? I think it's going to be more than what I said.
Dude, my time trial time is a 14.4.
Mine's a 14.6? Maybe?
Yo.
I have no clue. But yeah, these guys
Oh
are.
my-
These are the elite of the elite, right?
Oh,
Joshi has a massive tank slapper. Yeah, he's not going to improve with that lap now. I believe sees him out with qualifying.
wow. McLaren shock exit here as Sway starts his lap. Albin's on a lap here. Can the flying Europeans, I don't know, flying Czech, flying Swede, both of them, can they both get through into Q3 here? It'd be a shock exit. Senior Pepe is not on a lap. He is done. He is out here in Q2. Charlie seems to be on an in lap. He's got a lot of
Yeah,
ERS
he's
though.
finished one not long ago. Unless he's prepping to go for one now. He won't have time, right?
Might just be.
He won't have time.
I think he is.
No, he didn't make it.
Got enough ERS. Oh, he didn't
Didn't
get it.
make
Wow.
it.
So
Yeah.
So P6 is as best he's gonna get. Rafa
I think Charlie
is
out
in
maybe
the-
so.
I agree. The goal 17's pushing as well. He's
Yeah, he won't
I
be
think
too
that's my-
confident he's safe. I think I wouldn't believe pushing really. But he doesn't have much ERS, right?
no, he doesn't. He's already he's only 200 up as well.
So Albin
he just
goes
went
third,
P-
that's safe.
Wow. Kitten's on the brink. Kitten is on
Yeah.
the brink. There's Croc out. Croc spun. Croc
Croc
has
has
spun.
been
He's
there.
put his rear on a
Unlucky.
wall.
Unlucky
So
for the crowd.
it's just Sway looking to improve. Can Sway knock out the other 3-time champ here? There
Yeah.
might be only one 3-time champ left.
Luke is
He's
2
turning
tenths
Q3.
down.
Oh, there's no way. Sway is
Sway,
he gonna
this
be
looks
out?
good. Oh, it's
No,
not as good. He sways
he's
out.
out. And that's it.
Josh
Kitten doesn't have to
is-
improve because Josh.
Yeah, and everyone else is finished. Kitten is safe. Luke is safe. Well, I don't think they know it. I believe they're all still pushing.
He's
But
invalidated.
these guys are all safe.
14-8 anyways.
Yeah, no improvement.
Huge
Goal-
here. The goal 17 is also safe.
He is slightly improving. He'll take the flag.
He's out of fuel.
Oh, hit the wall a bit. He's
wow,
improved.
I can't believe he still improved.
Yeah.
P6, not too bad. Shady P7 ahead of his former teammate by 2,000s. But right now, out in Q2, Cam. Look at that.
Again, tremendously close. The cutoff what, from 1st to 11th was what, less than 5/10 between them all? Mental.
Wow.
Mental.
That is insane. I mean, look at the gap between P4 and P9.
That was-
600ths.
4 tenths? Yeah, literally 4.2 tenths from 1st to 11th.
That's insane. So out here in Q2, Sway, Joshi, Croc, Senior Pepe, and Impulse Neo. I don't think I'm forgetting anyone. Huge here in Q2. But on the fight for pole, I mean, I didn't give my pole prediction. Cam
Well,
did.
let's hear one.
Albin was his pole prediction, and Sway out in Q2. So the Alfa Romeos looks to be. I mean, we'll see how that goes for them. I'm gonna predict. I mean, Apache looks good. Roadrunner looks good. You know what? I'm gonna say that I'm debating. I'm either gonna say Runner or Viper. What do you think?
I think those are definitely two of the favourite picks. I like to go a little bit different.
You know what? I'm gonna go. Let's give a shock poll. Let's say in his debut here in Tier 1, Apache will take pole. I'm not
Not his
confident
debut,
in this
I don't think.
whatsoever. I actually think Runner's going to take pole. But I think Apache has a shot here.
I
and
think
we'll
he's
see.
certainly gotta go.
Alpine. Yeah, Shaney's saying that if he didn't fuck up turn 1, it would have been an Alpine one too.
Hey, I'm all for a shiny fall. Let's see it.
I mean, who knows? That would be incredible if we can get a Shaney pull here. As should be all soft runs, maybe two, probably two, not three runs, probably two. If anyone's saved 3 tires, I mean, I don't think anyone has. They've used a lot of them, especially in
No, I
Q1.
think Viper may have 3.
Oh, you're right,
I
Viper
think
will
he's
have
only used 1 set in the first 2 sets of qualifying.
And speaking of Viper, he is already going out of the pits. You can see his
Maybe he
mechanic
may try 3
already.
then.
Yeah.
He's absolutely the
going
first man and the only man out, I want to say, the only one going out.
Absolutely.
Oh no, that's
So
the
I'm
Mountain
shocked.
Garager out for
Yeah,
Nicholas
I'm
Meyer.
shocked that
Yeah, everyone else
he's
is
the
following
only
now.
one.
Oh, everyone's following
Yeah.
through. Alpine,
We'll have to see how-
Infinity, the Red Bull will go, I believe. Yeah, all eventually following through. You are
So
staying in for a little bit.
Oka's saying it's Ghoul via Pachik v Viper, not Kitten, not Runner. So Oka predicting that his fellow 3-time champion, neither of his fellow 3-time champions will get pole position. So we'll have to see how it goes. I want to see what Joel's saying about qualifying, because if anyone knows anything about qualifying, it's Joel.
Yeah, indeed. One of the greatest qualifiers around. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
had a scary moment that took him out of this session. But yeah, I'd like to know what he thinks.
So Isak right now is 4 tenths clear in tier 3
Beautiful.
of MT4 and P2. So wow. As Welshie saying he can't stand the track. He doesn't want to hear any more talk about T2 pace back to back out in Q2. Well, there you go, Welshie. Good job. You've proved your tier 3. Anyways, Viper finishing an outlap now. What will we see from the man that has dominated many a race here in URFL? He is back to try and take his first ever championship. He's never finished a season here in URFL. Can he do it for the first time this season as he starts his first lap here in Q3? We will ride offboard with Viper as we now head into turn 1. Beautiful through here. Minimal braking and just a little lift as we head through turn 2. Now beautiful through turn 3. Now as we head into the fast chicane here. As you can see, just turning in, the confidence in the car, barely getting on the brakes. We're now heading to Tosa at the end of Sector 1. He's purple Sector 1, obviously, as he's the first one across the line. 24-0, not in the 23s yet for first sector. We'll see. I believe that's a Pachik behind. If you could keep an eye on a Pachik for me, Cam, that would be great. I want to see what the first sector split is. 24-0 for 24-0, 24-0-5-5 for Vipers. We now head to turn 7.
Sure, he does a 24-0.03 is the first Alpine.
Wow. So Shaney going quicker, as Shaney going quicker than Viper is insane.
Pachik did a 23.8 as well.
Oh
so.
my god, so Viper just maybe messed up that first sector, so Pachik seems to be absolutely flying. Maybe I said that he wouldn't be pole, and yet he's going to be
certainly
provisional
a fight
P1
for me.
I didn't actually check the second sector, I'm not gonna lie. Viper up to the line. What can we see from its Viper? Heading up to the line, he will go provisional pole, and he does, obviously. 14.8 just isn't it, though. That was, I think he did better on his medium run in Q2. We go to Shaney here. Shaney seems to be absolutely flying as well. And what is the Pachik doing, Cam?
Pachik has actually had a beautiful lap so far from what I'm looking at. I believe this certainly should be first at the moment. Yeah, indeed. But I mean, it's not. I don't think it's as fast as he'd have liked to have gone. But
no, absolutely.
It's when you're 3 tenths clear of Viper, he'll take that.
He definitely went quicker in Q2 as we head up to the line now with former Kitten. Kitten goes P2, 14.533 with Albin heading up to the line. He goes 14.3. That is provisional pole.
Runner goes fastest. I think to say Runner wasn't in the fight for pole is a deluded comment, quite frankly. I think that's a very foolish comment.
Oka has absolutely... Maybe Oka just relying too much on Hopium? Hopium, I guess. Is that what that is? Is Oka saying that we're going to
we all want to see a bit of shock, right?
Yeah, I guess. You've seen Runner dominate many a race here and many a championship here in URFL, so maybe just some people wanting a bit of a change as Nicholas Meyer heads through Sector 1. The Goal 17 heading through as well. Charlie Ark is up to the Sector 1 line. He's 24.028. He's up on Viper's lap, but I mean, Viper's lap just wasn't good. To be frank, as the Goal 17.
Brutal, Nova.
The Goal 17. I mean, you know me. When I'm commentating, I don't hold back.
Yeah, you
Goal 17. Yeah, exactly. Goal 17 has invalidated his lap, with Nicholas Meyer up on Viper's lap, but again, not the best lap from Viper that we've ever seen from him. He's up on Charlie Ark, though, and I mean, If Charlie is your comparison, if you're Nicholas Meyer, I don't know if you're happy or not. Charlie went out in Q2 last time. Can Charlie improve? I mean, we were talking to Runner. I knew that he thought that this was going to be an easy championship. Well, I don't know about easy, but a good way to get both cars at the front. I think he definitely expected. Oh my god, I don't know how Charlie didn't melt it there as he heads up to the line. He thought that Charlie would be up there with him, and only P6 right now. That's not it.
He's like, certainly been a front runner in previous seasons, though. There's no denying that.
Absolutely. Goal 17 heading into the garage. I mean, if he gets out qualified by Shaney again, that's
Hey, the comeback Shaney's made a lot of progress. You've got to give Shaney a bit of credit.
I mean, Shaney has been absolutely incredible. As Croc saying, he's been getting 20 seconds track limits and 30 seconds for collisions. We'll have to see. Hopefully you don't.
You don't, because you don't make it past the first lap, Croc.
That's Minty's job. Nicholas Meyer, P8 as right now, so we'll see how that goes. The only runner to not do anything is the Goal 17. There's some tire smoke coming from his car as he exits the pit lane. Looking maybe to only do maybe 3 runs, 6 minutes left in Q3. Could happen.
I guess that gives him time to do this lap, and if he doesn't think it's good, he can abort it and box for another set.
Yeah, I guess so. So Kitten on an out lap. There's also Shaney on an out lap. Nicholas Myers on an in lap. That is Charlie Ark also on an in lap now. The Goal 17 is also on an out lap. So who you keeping an eye on here for this second run of Q3?
I mean, we're looking at who's out there. I mean, I think Nicholas Meyer's got a lot more to show than what he's done so far, certainly. He won't have been too happy with his first run. I think he's going to be right there.
We'll have to see how it goes, and obviously strategy going to play into it. For the race, we'll see who can start hards, who can start mediums here. The Goal 17, I'm going to keep an eye on you, because you should be up at the front. And I think you showed that in Q1. We'll see if he didn't show it in Q2. We'll see what he can do here in Q3. As Oka saying, he's trying to beat Shaney, but he's made it into Q3. I mean, Shaney might. I wouldn't be surprised if Shaney qualifies in the top 5.
Shaney, as I said, the progress Shaney's made is insane. Give Shaney his credit. He's gone from 2 seasons ago to losing less. He's got less points in the championship than even me, and now he's flying.
I mean, good point as well. That was in Tier 4. But I do just want to point out, after calling Rafa TT Merchant all of qualifying, he's gone P3. I haven't noticed that whatsoever. 14.4, one of the fastest times we've seen all day.
Yeah, and there's no doubt Rafa's shown, especially last season where he picked up, I believe, 3 wins in his rookie season. There's no doubt Rafa's got that raw pace. No one's doubted that at all.
Oh, absolutely. By the way, Tier 3 qualifying is over. Isak took pole by a 10th to MC Explorer. Sly DJ was P3, Zealous P4, Ewan P5, and then Adams, City Fur, don't know who that is, Bagels, Shell, and then Scottish Ben. McLaren into Q3 for the first time this season.
What position are the Red Bulls then?
The Red Bulls, you know, I honestly don't even know who drives Red Bull.
Scottish Ben and Ronald Shell.
Oh, P8, P10?
Ah, it's okay. Consistency.
Yeah. We'll have to see how it goes. The Goal 17 now, heading through to finish his lap. Former Kitten also trying to finish his lap. Will we see them finish or box to go for that final run on those final set of tires? Will Kitten box? Kitten's in. So Kitten doesn't think he's going to improve on that run enough. And Shaney has validated he surely will be in as well. So the Goal 17, the only one who looks to be improving here.
And the Goal's middle sector, I believe, was best of all, but the first sector was around a 10th and a half off what the likes of Runner did. So I think this lap certainly sent him up there, maybe 14.4? 14, yeah, around about that.
4 thousandths off of Albin. I mean, the Flying Swede really is flying as we see him flying out of the pit lane now. The Goal 17 now heading out on his in lap. Can he bolt around the lap, box, and then put on a new set of tires? I mean, how long do we have left here in Q3? We'll have to see if 2:47 left. So he'll need.
I believe not.
Well, I mean, he's got a minute left to get around.
Hey,
the track.
that Red Bull pit crew ain't gonna be fast enough.
So the Goal 17 is done with quality. P3 is the best he's gonna get. We're in the 14 threes. Will we see the 13s that Oka predicted? I just don't think so.
I'm predicting someone's doing a 14 dead, but I don't quite think in the 13s.
We'll have to see. No one is on a lap as of right now. The farthest driver on their outlap is It's Viper, Charlie heading out on an outlap, former Kitten heading out, and so is Shaney. So everyone on track right now, except for Roadrunner, who's leaving it very late. I'm shocked. He's gonna have to get out of the way of some cars if he leaves it any later. He's out of the pit lane
Yeah,
now.
he's coming out now, but I think he might have to move out of the way. There's a bit of traffic for Viper, depending on how, which is never really ideal because it doesn't allow him to run your tires too optimally, and you don't really get to set your own pace.
Absolutely. So we will watch Viper here. I mean, let's see the speed from Viper. I mean, this is Q3. Oh my god, he's using everything, even on the straight, as we now head through. Barely lifting on throttle through turn 2. This man is absolutely flying already.
Beautiful.
Oh my god. As we now head into the fast chicane. Beautiful apex now as we head to the end of Sector 1. 23.8.
Nice
That's the fastest Sector 1 we've seen all day.
Yeah,
He's
right
absolutely on a mission here.
Although the fastest sector was a lie because we running at 23.7.9.
Oh,
But
wow. Okay,
yeah,
so
right
Runner,
up there, barely off the fastest sector of anyone. So right up there in the cycle pole.
We'll see what he can do here in Sector 2. Viper now absolutely flying as we've seen him do many a time here. 49.1, he's 6/10 up. Wow! Viper, can he do it? Keeping it nice and tidy through the chicane. Can he finish this lap? Crucial now to not invalidate on these final 2 corners. We're right on board here. Can he take everything on the entrance, everything on the exit? Now, not too aggressive.
He's on course for a 14th lap.
He just wants to finish the lap. Can he do it?
It's beautiful.
13.9!
Wow!
We're into the 13s! Oh my god! What a lap! We go to Albin, who's a 10th and a half up. This would put him ahead of Runner. Can he finish it though? 14.275. He's behind Runner.
Still a good lap. Very impressive lap.
Very
Rafa
good.
is 4 tenths down, so nothing more for him. I don't believe.
Apache goes P1! 13.8! Viper's best start will be P2. Who are we going to see finish the lap next? That Runner starting a lap. Rafa will be finishing one.
Rafa was 4 tenths down, yeah, abandoned.
Wow, so Rafa, the highest he'll start is P6. Kitten is on a lap. Can Kitten finish it and go any quicker? We'll look at Kitten. Cam, keep an eye on Runner. What is he doing in that first sector?
I'm going to have to have a little look at this. Runner has gone the purple fastest sector again with a 23.735. So he was certainly on course. But the time at Viper again, I believe, was largely in the middle sector, so we'll have to see.
We'll have to see how that goes. Kitten goes P3 on a 14.1. He's ahead of Runner as of right now, but Runner is flying right now. Can the reigning champion do it once more? Another pole position here in URFL would be huge for the Ferrari team principal. Purple sector 2. He's 2.5 tenths up,
wow.
but it's not enough. It's not enough. He needs more in this final
again.
sector. He needs to send it. He needs to absolutely send it. As Croc's saying that Oka has dementia from talking about cool, but we'll have to go to that later. He can have his pills in a bit. Runner, what will we see from Runner up to the line? Cam, I think he's got it.
I think he's going to be close. No, he misses out slightly.
Just
looks like the man on pole. He is the man on pole. Everyone's finished.
So my prediction, which I'm absolutely claiming, I am
absolutely claiming that.
Only because I told you it's not being boring.
Apache is on pole position. Apache 13.8. We have 3 drivers in the 13s. It's Apache P1, Runner P2, Viper P3, with Kitten on the second row in P4, P5 Albin, P6 the goal 17 shock for only P6, but he just went too early in my opinion. Rafa P7 messed up his final run. Charlie, I don't even know what happened to him on his final run. Nicholas Meyer P9 is huge. That is a shock qualifying position for Kitten to be out qualifying him like that. Maybe he didn't get that final run. And Shaney P10 after being pretty good. I mean, in Q2 he was ahead of Charlie, so I wonder what happened there.
Yeah, I thought Shaney was looking pretty strong so far up until that point, but yeah, I didn't quite manage to hook it up as nicely as we liked into Q3. Interested to see what he'll be able to recover out of that in the race, but I'm sure he won't be too good. Once he's through at Q3, I think he'll be a relatively happy man, right?
I mean, should absolutely be a relatively happy man. Who are we talking about?
Shaney.
Shaney, yes. Yes, P10. P10 for Shaney. Sorry, I
in the
zoned out a
Q3.
bit. Shaney, getting into Q3 is huge for the Alpine team principal, and I mean, he's into Q3 2 races in a row. I mean, that's I mean, to me, that's pretty big.
Yeah, it's
For
shows you can certainly fight for points, which is important. You capitalize on other
absolutely.
people's mistakes, you can bring home consistent fifth, seventh, them sort of results, which is nice, especially as a team principal in the combined, whereas Alpine sit currently fourth, which is a pretty nice job for them after week one.
Yeah, so we'll have to see how it goes. Back on tier three, they have started the formation lap. Everyone on the mediums except for Ghost on the softs and LNFFC on the hards, and it is completely dry. Completely dry. Sorry. So
Boring.
we'll see how it goes.
But I
We
believe we are
go
also also
at
completely dry.
we go at 08. So we'll have to see how it goes. We got 4 minutes left, and Runner says it's the first and last time he beats Viper in quali. Apochik, what a lap!
Wow.
First of all,
Yeah.
what? I mean, this is going to be amazing for this race start, and I'm interested to see who wins. What is your before we even start the formation lap? What are we looking at, Cam? Who's going to win?
Who's going to be up there? Right, let me just quickly pull up the resurrector and see what exactly are we got. Who's going to be up
I think
there?
it's
I
Runner.
mean, yeah, but you know what to see you pick, the boring pick. Hey, all right,
Boring
yeah,
pick.
right, all right, yeah.
He's
You
on the
know, do you know what,
comeback.
I'll give
He
you
finished
credit.
P11.
I'll give you credit, right? Boring for a reason because of how impressive he is. I'll absolutely give you credit. He's an amazing driver, but who? Yeah, Runner's a likely pick. I think you're gonna make me take a punt now. I'll say Viper, but now I'm gonna have a look around and see who's gonna work the way up.
I mean, right now Charlie Kirk
I like
sucks.
the chance of my team principal goal.
Okay,
Starting sixth.
okay.
I
I
like the
like his
chance
chance.
of bringing a podium. That's what I believe.
Agreed. Agreed. We'll have to see how that goes as Tier 3 has a terrible camera angle, unfortunately, for Mel, as they start their uh, Grand Prix. You see the lights going out. Impulse Neo on the soft, he loves to switch the tires. He loves doing that. He absolutely loves switching tires
I do that.
very late. You do
Smart.
that as well. You also do that same thing with the attendance, as Sly DJ's jumped Isak off the line.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Oh, is he round? I didn't see. I
Isak
didn't
just
quite see
spun
it.
Sly DJ.
I didn't see it completely.
From the lead,
I
Isak
just
just
saw
spun
someone
Sly
going
DJ.
around. Scottish Brand's
And there's
disqualified.
a VSC already, and a car stopped on the main straight.
Yeah, Scottish Brand never started because I believe he said he had to go pick up his brother-in-law or something. Yeah, I'm not sure completely. But yeah, mental scenes with what was Sly DJ getting taken? I didn't really see completely. I just saw someone go off. I just caught a glimpse.
I want to clip that because I want to hear what Mel and AMG were talking about as the race started.
Yeah, very interested to get the thoughts of the wise Mel and his companion with AMG, the less wise.
They were going crazy. So wow, that's huge. Back in tier 3. I wonder if they have a red flag. We'll check in on tier 3.
I can't see why. I think you just carry on.
As Runner saying 2012 vibes for tier 1. He's saying because Oka was talking about after 5 races, tier 1 have 5 different winners. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Absolutely would not be surprised.
Well, I mean, I would say so, but my prediction was that the same guy who won last week will win again. So
So we'll have to see how it goes. That same guy is starting on hards as of right now.
is he doing a bit of a calm, bit of a neo, the last minute switch? I like it. You've got to keep people guessing, right? There's a reason people look at the tires, and it's to see what you're going on, so you deceive them.
Yeah, I agree. The only time I've ever done that is when if you remember Brazil, and no, you were in tier 3, but in Brazil, and you did that
Winning
in
tier
22
3.
though. You were in
100%.
22. Yeah, winning tier 3. Sorry.
Thank you.
You were in 22 though when the inters were faster than the wets in wet conditions.
I mean, obviously the innings are faster.
Did you race
than the
with me?
light.
22.
Yeah, oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I was fast. That was the one where I was caught. Oka was holding me
Yeah.
up. Yeah, because
Did
he's slow
you
as hell.
did you start in the inters or wets?
Inners, obviously. I'm not. Everyone only started on Inners because of me as well in the party. I told AMG to start on Inners, who told Rafa, who told everyone, etc. So there was quite a lot of people who copied
Me and
what I said.
Kitten and I were looking at Oka and Chef, and Oka went to inters, and I said just copy. We were saying just copy Oka. I was just looking
That
at
was
his
just painful.
stream.
I could have had like third, but then I got bored. Well, yeah, I could have. But then I got bored, so I was like, well, I had to box at one point, so I was like, yeah, fuck it, let me go for the the slick tyre, obviously it wasn't dry. I didn't care too much about points at that point, so it was fine. I already had my podium that season, somehow.
Yeah, fair play, fair play.
100%.
So we'll have to see how it goes. We are there, so we should be starting soon. I'm surprised the green flag hasn't been thrown. Yes, there it is. So we'll get the formation lap underway now, and look at the tires that everyone started on, Cam.
Yeah, indeed. So I don't believe Manny actually bluffs on the tires. Viper on the hard. Do I dare retract my call of who's going to win now? Because I feel like if there's an early safety car, he may be in a lot of trouble.
Oh yeah.
This is why I don't like the hard tire. Right. If there's no safety cars, it's probably absolutely the one to start on. But the likeliness that there is a safety car early on, a few crashes, such a packed grid we've got today, if there's an early safety car lap, let's say between 10, 12 sort of range, other people can box hard to the end, he's going to be a bit left out to dry.
Absolutely. Joshy also starting on the softs and Impulse Neo on the hards in P15, and the final grid slot is Minty Haza on the hards as well. I do want to say,
likes his soft tire.
Who?
Joshy likes his soft tire, I believe. He did it in Brazil pre-season, certainly.
He does like a soft. I don't know why. He did that on 22 as well. Like on sprints, he would always push it. I would tell him. I would do it in practice GP. I'd do, okay, it was mediums. And he'd go, no, it's softs. I'd be like, they die. They suck. And he would go,
but he likes an undercut.
Yeah, he definitely loves it. He loves pushing the limit of these Formula 1 cars, of these tires. And, I mean, I think we're definitely grateful as commentators for looking at guys pushing the limit. So, yeah, we'll have to see how this goes. And, I was going to say something. I completely forgot. I've completely forgotten. It was something about Viper.
It was about Viper.
Yeah. Off the start, with such a long run to turn 1, and such a tight run as well. When you're on the hard compound tires, they just don't have the grip of the mediums around you, and you're going to get jumped, and you might get in some incidents. Unless you can fully trust that everyone will give you space around you.
Yeah, it's going to have to be defensive, right? I mean, depending on how he gets off the line, right? Because if he gets a great launch off the line, you never know, he could take a spot. But I think it's definitely going to have to be a more defensive approach towards the earlier half of this race. But he'll grow into the race. It's one of them.
Just as long as he gets through turn 1 okay, I think he will be in good shape as long as there are no safety cars. We'll have to see. I wonder how Apachek's lining up in the grid. Yeah, he's not really lined up as aggressively as you see the pulsators normally here at Imola. As Runner is going to try and do it. He's going to try... Runner's lining up straight. Wow. So Viper is going to be lining up angled. Kitten, decently. Look at Albin. Albin's definitely lining up angled.
Albin is going to be on the hunt for, looks like, at turn 1. He's angled the cars primed and ready for attack, right?
Absolutely. So as we see Minty Haza and everyone lining up in the grid, Cam, take us away.
Indeed, right. Watch about is the positions glitch around a little bit, it's not ideal. Alright, we've got 1 light, 2 light, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and it's lights out and away we go. Runner seems to get an amazing start, actually. He's going to have a go at Apachek and turn 1, I believe. And Apachek comes off nicely. Viper does have folks around, but he should be fine. Viper has a bit of an off. Kitten, I believe, is off. Mercedes, if someone is off. A lot of people dropping down the order. Ghoul is off. Hitting is off. Rafa is off.
So
it's a bit of a tangle.
It shocked me that Albin went down the inside of Viper at turn 1 and then had no one behind when he had a moment. Nicholas Meyer was so far behind he couldn't even capitalize. And Meyer up from P9 up to P5 as we see Shaney, who's making
someone else is crumbling down the order.
It's Runner!
Down the order.
Runner around the outside of Apachek at turn 7. He goes off the track and he gets the move.
Croc's completely off.
Oh wow, okay, so Croc's off. Oh my god, what is happening? What is happening? What is happening here?
Sweep through.
Look at this Viper's gonna take the lead!
Apachek's losing out big time. That's like 4 cars that I've just gone past.
It seems like Apachek lagging a lot.
Wait, he's just been punted by his... Oh my god! What on earth? Wait, his TP has just literally mounted his car. It was like Hamilton, Verstappen, Monza.
Apachek might be decent.
Does he have damage? Shaney has literally had his wheel on his halo.
I don't know what I've just seen.
I'm clipping. Shaney's front left has literally been on Apachek's halo.
And it says Charlie and Joshy are way behind. That's not true. As we see Charlie going for a move, he has a look. He definitely had a look.
The timing's
Wow,
interesting.
what an interesting start.
I think it's a glitch with Imola, because I had the same problem with listening to T3 last season. There's someone that was glitched with timings. Could be a thing.
I just want to point out everyone's in the DRS. Oh, Sway's gone off. I've just said everyone's in the DRS. It seems like the whole field was in the DRS, but the Ghoul 17's lost out. Rafa's lost out. Kitten is lost out. Minty obviously at the back, and Croc is well at the back. Wow. Runner leads though from Viper, who's P2 right now.
And we turn our attention to the biggest gators. Joshy's got 6 places. Joel has got 7 places, so that's a bit of a man on a mission. Orca's been 6 places as well, put himself into a point scoring position, so a pretty nice start from those folks.
Biggest loser though is former Kitten, as Ghoul makes a move on Krusty. As we look back to the tires, will we see as Nicholas Myers very close behind to Albin? He goes down the inside here at the final 2 corners. He can't get it done though. Albin, the grip on the outside is just beautiful, and he keeps the position. Will we see Meyer burn some ERS though?
Yeah, he looks like he's going to go for the move down at turn 1. He's absolutely draining that battery.
Albin Meyer does not know what ERS management is whatsoever. He's gonna go to the outside. Albin.
But Albin up the inside.
Oh, they
touch
fight,
a little bit. Oh, Albin's off.
Touching. Oh my God! Shane's gonna have a look on Meyer. Shane to the inside.
Oh, beautifully left room there. That was so close.
The helicopter
the
offboard
yellow
is
flag
beautiful
for someone who's off. Oh, I think it's Orca. Orca. Yeah, Orca's off.
Sway has boxed as well. So
Orca has relegated himself 7 spots.
Viper's hanging on beautifully here in the DRS of Runner, and Apochik is back into P3. That was some chaos, Cam.
Yes, certainly. I mean, absolutely hard racing, and yeah, Apochik managed to capitalise after. I'm still unsure what happened to Apochik the previous lap, where he lost 4 positions and then had his TP just basically put his wheel on top of his car. I can't imagine being the Alpine TP. You don't want to spend too much of the budget on breaking the halos.
Apochik now ahead. I mean, it's a good point. Apochik ahead still of Nicholas Meyer, who's definitely
Nicholas Meyer will want to have a go, but yeah, certainly he's drained that battery, and he's going to drain again. Oh no, he's not too much. I think he may come back, but equally Apochik has no DRS. He's fell out of touch with the likes of Viper, who is going to think about a go on road run down here. He's certainly going to look around the outside. Runner covers it off though. But Viper might get the run here.
Oh my God!
Viper does
look at the switchback. As we head now.
Runner covers it.
Oh my God!
Look how much more DRS that Viper's managed. Viper seems like this race is coming into his own.
I mean,
he's hardly used
like
at all.
Your prediction for the win, as Viper has a huge moment there on the exit of Tosa, almost letting Nicholas Meyer back in the DRS. Albin's retired, so that could be a safety car here. Huge. We won't see a safety car yet. Albin, he's retired on the track.
He's retired on track. Not sure. Yeah.
So he lost his front wing and then retired by the in-game menu. That could be a penalty. Speaking of penalties, Croc, first 3-second time penalty of the day. He said he would get a lot of them.
Yeah, he did. How many penalties was? Oh, tank flat on the exit.
20 seconds.
How many penalties did he predicted?
20 seconds.
Rafa picks up 1 as well. Speaking of which.
Wow, Rafa already. But Nicholas Meyer, crucially, is in the DRS of Viper. He's used a lot of DRS to get there, though. So Apochik getting towed along by Meyer, who just doesn't know what DRS management is, really. Maybe he can manage now that he's in the DRS.
But yeah, equally, I think speak about Apochik 3 seconds. That could be massive. But you do got ERS management. I think that Meyer had to push his battery because he wants to be able to stay with these front 2 guys, right? And
absolutely. Josh is gonna. It looks like Team Arders here at McLaren. Josh's tires have fallen off. He's 2 seconds back, and he's had to let his teammate back.
Both of them have had a stellar start. You look at the amount of position they've gained.
We'll see. Maybe both McLarens just don't have the pace either way, regardless of the tires. As Shaney just stuck behind these guys, as we see Charlie Ark fighting his way up the field. Joel up in P9. I don't know how he's done that. He's at 10 positions.
But I mean, yeah, that's all about just keeping your nose clean, right? Just navigating your way through. Calm, calculated from Joel so far.
Oh, absolutely.
And I like it.
So, the Goal 17 is also up there, P11 after.
It's certainly recovering from where he was. Absolutely.
He actually looks like. Fuel. Oh my God! He hit and spun Neo on the hard. You can see how much more grip he had through that corner. He's hit and spun Neo. Another penalty coming Ghoul's way. Red Bull not looking too good here. He's also low on fuel though, to point out.
Yeah, and he had a similar thing at another track. I don't remember where or when. I'm not sure what the fuel's like around here, but you do sit fairly high on revs for a fair proportion of this lap, so I would assume it takes a fair bit of fuel, right?
Absolutely, I think so. I think so. It's Runner. Will we see Runner go for a move to the inside? No, he'll back off. He's wise enough to not go for that. But talking about wise, Charlie goes through on Shaney. A good move there. For
the Ferrari driver. It's all about now he's got to just bunch onto these McLarens and maybe try to work together to catch a pot chicken such ahead, especially with the 3-second penalty. Or equally, they may just scrap it out.
I mean, 4 seconds back now. They lost 2 seconds since we last checked in with the McLarens.
Yeah, it's certainly not positive progress.
So, but absolutely at the front, it is a DRS train. It is absolutely a DRS train with Viper leading the way on the hards. He's dropping Runner. 7/10 back is Runner. And this is huge.
And this has brought Mario and push it back into play as well, because those fellows had brought DRS.
And had no ERS. I mean, Meyer, I don't know how Meyer got back with it. I mean, he used everything out of his battery to get back in. And
I think Viper did push a little bit. I think he might try to drop Runner.
Viper got a lot of ERS. Viper seems to be amazing.
Viper, he always has a lot of ERS. He's very willing to just sit, cruise, and it looks really smooth and really just nice to watch on the eye. It's very calm, collected.
Controlling, dominant.
And Nicholas Meyer's going to have a go on Rover, I think. Nicholas Meyer is sending that ERS. So is Runner, though.
Oh, he lifted.
Nicholas Meyer lifting. I think you've got to shoot a bit of balls and just try and fuck it around the outside.
I mean, I think my best move that I've ever done was done here around the outside in the wet. I got fully.
My best move was probably last week, actually.
Which one? On
Clappers on the last lap. Switchback.
Oh yeah, that was beautiful. That switchback I turned to.
Well, my other
Meyer.
best one
Speaking of switchbacks,
doing the championship leader at 130R. Well, my first thing that was called.
When was this?
Well, on Donut in Suzuka.
Oh, don't. Okay, I thought you said Dune.
No.
You just switchback at 130R?
Not switchback, just around the outside.
Just moved to the around the outside. You went around the outside. Ooh, okay, Alonso.
Yeah.
What will we see for Runner?
Looks like he's just hanging on to Viper. He's not going to have a go at Viper. Viper is just managing this race.
I mean, it's going to come to him, it seems. It's absolutely going to come to him. I mean, looking down the
already
field,
on
Charlie Ark has closed on these two McLarens.
I think Charlie's got a lot more up the rest of the field.
Can Charlie, after having a bad qualifying once more, get past here, maybe one of the McLarens? As you see, Pepe surely will swap round. I mean, Charlie needs to, in my opinion, Charlie needs to burn to get past Joshi, and he hasn't. What I would do here, I would burn to keep with Pepe and just follow Pepe through on Joshi.
Certainly hard when you've got two guys working in tandem. But yours out.
Tired in the pits. So that's two guys out here. Shaney's still
I don't like to retire in the pits. I think you should try hold it out.
I agree. But In Disguise is definitely one of those, I don't know why I mentioned him. Either way,
he's rent-free in your head, Nova. Stop crying.
He really is. He's traumatized me. Yeah. As just to point out, the Red Bulls are stuck in this DRS train.
Yeah, they're latching on, certainly. And this is a massive train all from these McLaren fellows. Whether it's Joshi's tyres, I think it's certainly mainly due to Joshi's tyres falling off, because Pepe seems to be breaking away a little bit now. Yeah, and I assume he's going to drag Joshi with him.
Yeah, Pepe is carrying his teammate along. As hello, Stealth. How you doing? Joshi seems to be hanging on 73% on the ERS, 49% for Charlie. Will we see Charlie try and follow Joshi through, or maybe make a move on Joshi here?
Yeah, Charlie send the battery. Yeah, Charlie wants it now.
Oh, it doesn't look like it though. He needs to, maybe he thought he can get it done easier. He's sending the battery. Here comes Charlie
around the outside.
He's got it to the outside.
But he's almost sent up in the next one. Watch, switch back here. Oh my
God! He was 3 wide. It was 3 wide.
I think Charlie was about to get the both of them there.
I think he was too, but Pepe went wide, and Joshi had to avoid his teammate. So here we go. Charlie gets tapped from behind by Shaney.
Shaney, aggressive indeed. I think Charlie will feel really hard done by there, because I think he will have felt, and I certainly felt, that he was about to get both McLarens. And Shaney's now going to have a go at him. Shaney up the inside.
I think Charlie has damage.
Oh, violence. Brilliant racing though.
Round the outside there.
Oh, Joel? What happened? Oh, Joel team orders. Let's go for it, I think. Wait, what, is there a problem with Joel? Kitten got through as well. Was that
Maybe
team
Joel
orders,
had a
or
moment.
was there a problem with Joel? No, because
I
it was
don't
on the
actually
straight,
know.
right? Or was it a moment out the?
No, I think it was on the
uphill
run
right?
out of Aquaman and Raleigh.
Ah, yeah, he's certainly won't be happy
To
with
the
that
outside.
one.
So we'll
But-
see what Charlie can do. Maybe Charlie can save some ERS this lap. As Shaney goes a bit wide. Will Shaney be burning, trying to get past? No.
Yeah, I don't think
Maybe
Charlie will happy. I think Charlie will feel hard to come back to potentially having 2 overtakes to, and now being relegated a bit back from a little tap in the back.
Yeah, so both Marks running in the 6th row of the grid right now. Krusty's in for an early pit stop off the medium compound tires.
Just the
Will we see
undercut
him-
from El Krusty. Certainly a
Who
lot of
knows,
guys
maybe we'll
getting
see
held
him-
up in traffic, so I like this idea. I like this for a punt.
Will we see a wing change? No, we will not.
No.
So yeah, you're right. Undercut.
Yeah,
Activated.
I like this. I like this, absolutely.
I agree. I think the Red Bulls should follow suit. If
I think
I mean, I don't
maybe
know when,
Charlie Ark takes this idea if he can't get past these McLarens.
I mean, Joshy surely will be in soon.
Look at the gap from 3rd to 4th is 9 seconds already. So if you're
I mean, he was 7 seconds.
feel held up.
They lost 2 seconds holding up Charlie. It seems like they're just boxing him in. Speaking of losing time, Joshy 9/10s back on his teammate.
Yeah,
Pepe's
that's all about that soft tire diet.
We will see. Will Pepe
Pepe is lifting. He's lifting to keep Joshy in. This is good team game, absolutely. Very good
they're
team
working
game. from
together
the
well.
McLaren. So working in tandem. And
Will Joshy
I
be
think
boxing?
this is smart though, because Pepe needs Josh to keep himself safer if anything, because if he doesn't have Joshy as a buffer, then he's under more threat from Charlie. And Charlie's not going to have a go here, he's not drain the battery.
So what will we see from any of these runners? Will we see any of them box early? I can't imagine they're boxing that early. I think lap 14 for the mediums is around there. So maybe you box now. Maybe will we see the likes of Runner trying to get an undercut on Viper here? Obviously on the hards anyway, and Meyer maybe as well.
I feel like these guys are more
First of all,
holding on to
Pocic
Viper
has
than
definitely done
attacking.
that.
Wait, a Pocic
Pocic has boxed. I just noticed.
We
He
had not.
boxed
No, but
him
I
up.
think. Wait, I think he may have had it off though, because he's 40 seconds off the leader. They can't be that big of a stop, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. I think you're right.
Yeah,
You're
so
definitely
that's
right
probably
there.
why we
10
did
seconds now is the goal 17's made the move on Kitten. No, Kitten's gonna try to the outside of Aquaman and Raleigh. Wow, Kitten has some fucking balls.
I mean, he might have a go up inside here, no?
Oh,
Ah.
surely not. Cheney's been dropped.
That's
out
a
of the
little
race as
low.
well. Charlie. So Charlie trying to get as close as possible. When
I
will
think
we
there's
see them
someone
box?
that wants to box the set undercut around. I think Charlie Art may be the one that takes that, because he certainly will feel held up. It looks like he has visibly more grip than Joshy, obviously due to tyre.
Josh is just struggling so much.
Josh
Joshy's
does
in.
box. Joshy does
Joshy's
box,
made
yeah.
the call. No one else is following
I think
suit.
McLaren Tim Ginn was excellent there, to be fair.
Absolutely
Now,
agreed.
this allows Joshy the undercut, and Joshy will come out in 4th after a net 4th after everyone boxes.
So we will see how
Like
it
you know,
goes.
he keeps that.
Charlie Ark now, can he chase down Pepe? He doesn't have Shaney behind. Shaney has to deal with the Bull 17 and former Kitten and Joel behind. He's got 3 world championships and
Joel
a
thinks
lot of
about it
race wins
inside.
behind. Can Shaney do the magic and hold up these guys for his teammate? I would say, I mean, they still have to box, so I think he's going to have to hold him up for his teammate. But Pocic's in again for the softs. So Pocic needs a front wing change. And Pocic seems to be just having a terrible race.
Ah, Patrick, the man on pole.
Pocic, I think Croc
the
had a huge
last
moment.
on the field, right?
Yeah,
Killer
first
Croc,
to last.
anyway, 3-second penalty. Someone get a counter on these.
Croc as well, it seemed like he had a huge moment before he got that penalty, as Meyer seems to be using a bit of ERS. He doesn't really have much. And speaking of ERS,
Viper is
still
using.
has-
Viper is draining.
Viper
He
is
went
good.
from
Maybe
8%
Viper.
to 60. Oh, he has to defend.
I mean-
Runners thought about the inside. But the
Runner
longer
definitely
this goes
thought about
on, the more
I do want to say
Viper will
Charlie's
come.
been dropped, and the goal 17 is making a move here on Shaney. Shaney can't do
Yeah, around
anything
the
as the
outside
goal
to go,
flies
yeah.
on the outside. Kitten
Nice
has
pass on the
boxed
goal.
as well.
Yeah, I mean, he was far ahead of this train, ideally, right?
Absolutely, Kitten.
Let's see where
in
Kitten
for
comes
the-
out in comparison to Joshy. I think that'll be important.
So Joshy is gonna. Looks like I think Joshy's gonna fly past.
Yeah, Joshy should receive a good undercut, correct?
Absolutely. So
Through his stepping penalty. Yeah,
Kitten
but Kitten's actually
just
come out
exited
a
the
lot
pit.
of traffic. A lot of traffic, right?
Neo's gotten past, and the Alfa Romeo sway thought about it. As Croc
Oh,
goes
someone's
straight
got straight
on.
on. Is that kill?
That is Croc.
Yeah. But this
As
is not
Meyer-
ideal for Luke.
Myers
because
pushing
you-
Runner along. Myers gonna get to the inside. How has he done that? Meyer has some fucking balls.
Wow.
He just sent it on the
This is
outside.
what I like to see. And he's
I have never seen
one on the
someone try
outside.
that
He's
move
got,
ever.
I think Meyer's gonna stop a brilliant exit here, and he's gonna get Runner.
Runner's gonna have DRS though. So Runner, can he use some ERS? Trying to get past. They're about the same ERS as of right now.
Viper,
What will we see?
not Viper. Meyer's not using. No, yeah, they don't. They're working together to stay with Viper. They know the race is long term.
Pepe stays out. Charlie stays out.
Well, Luke gets
Shaney
past,
is in.
the Williams as well. Journey in the
So
box.
Shaney's in. Both Red Bulls stay out. Surely they'll have to box at some point. The Red Bulls because they're right next to each
Yeah,
other.
you imagine you
They
send
can't
one in
double
next
stack.
lap, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely agree. They need to cover off the undercut as of right now.
I
in my
think they've
opinion.
already lost it though, so they may score longer. I think they've already lost the undercut now.
You think so?
Yeah.
Good point as well. We'll see what the gap to the
I think
leader
it might be one
is,
where, they might just go longer and want better tyres at the end of the race. Joel
So,
has a little moment off. Joel is right on his gearbox, pretty much.
17 seconds as of right now as Kitten has made the move on Shaney, who is boxed as well. Shaney comes out behind. So Shaney has been undercut massively. Sorry, he's been undercut by Kitten. He comes out
Yeah,
ahead of
there was
Neo.
there was fair traffic when Kitten came out, so anyone boxing now is going to be in that traffic or even behind that
Oh my
traffic,
god,
like,
Meyer and
like what Shane
Runner are
is.
side by side again.
I like this battle a lot.
Meyer backs out once more.
Yes, I'll-
But Runner's out of DRS.
Runner
And
is
out of
no
DRS.
DRS, correct? I mean, no. Oh, Runner has it though. He has it. Oh, he's
Oh, he
he's
does,
pitting.
isn't
He did have DRS, but he boxed. And now Meyer
Wow.
won't be able to. Oh, Meyer was the one that didn't have DRS. Because
Wow.
Meyer was ahead of detection, but he backed out
So-
afterwards.
This screws Meyer.
Absolutely, because he's 1.6 behind Viper with no battery to work with, really.
Where will Runner come out?
I believe just behind the Mercedes Volker, if he's not in the box.
We've seen actually.
There's certainly Mercedes
Joel's
sitting
in.
on, that's Rafa. Joel's in too.
So you're right.
A lot
Joel
of
has
action down the
boxed.
pit lane.
Yeah, it's a lot of action, especially from the top runners. And Oka
Yeah,
is going to go
and-
flying past
yeah,
Runner.
just-
Runner.
Maybe
comes
close
out-
with Mint? No, he's clearly ahead. A nice bit of free air until he catches Orca.
So
He's on the
Runner
other
comes
tyre.
out 27 seconds behind the race lead. He was about a second back, so it was about a 26-second pit stop here, it seems. Depending on your pace, of course. But around a 26,
Yeah.
27-second pit stop. So Pepe is 14 seconds off the lead. Maybe they're hoping. I mean, right now, 27 seconds for Viper comes out behind Runner. Meyer comes out behind Runner, but ahead of Minty. So I think that gap from... The gap ahead of Minty is the gap you're aiming at if you're the top runners. If you're Meyer, I guess, because Viper will not be boxing.
Yeah,
anytime
you
soon.
certainly want to come out into that gap. And you'd imagine they should do, right? With the AlphaTauri of Minty is a fair bit behind me. So I think like Viper and Meyer could go on a lot longer and still come out in that same slot, I believe.
Agreed.
And Meyer is in.
Meyer boxes. Yeah. So Oka, I mean, surely the Goal 17 will be following. Will Charlie Ark follow his teammate? It says on his MFD that he is boxing. Pepe does box. Goal 17 will box. So does Charlie. Oka.
Nice on the limit from
Yellow
Charlie in
flags
the
out.
pit lane.
That's
Getting a lot
Project.
to Pepe, actually.
Maybe a VSC coming. Oka's down on fuel. He stays out.
Runner goes for easy pass on Orca, correct? Yeah.
I believe so. I didn't actually. I
And
couldn't
Orca
tell
also
that.
needs to save fuel, to my knowledge.
Absolutely. He's hoping for a safety car here as Nicholas Meyer comes out right behind Oka. But, I mean, it's going to be
That
very
is certainly
easy for
not
Meyer to
ideal.
pass.
But
But Oka goes a bit
if he
wide.
loses
It's-
time behind the Mercedes, he has to pass the Mercedes now for me. Yeah. Orca actually
Yeah,
moved out of his way pretty nicely. If Orca really wanted that position, he should have held the outside. But like I say, Orca's a wise man. He knows that's not his race.
So Neo into the pits to retire. Box and retire for Neo. Oka seems to be struggling on those tires. He needs to box. He needs to get in the pit lane very soon, as Minty has a P5. That's the highest we'll see him for today. I mean, like, I'm just speculating. We'll see what Minty has I can do. Maybe he gets a safety car right now and gets a beautiful...
It will be beautiful.
Would be beautiful. We'll see. But Runner right now is a 3-second undercut on Viper. Viper stays out as well. He'll have to stay out for another...
Viper, I think he's still in the more favourable position, right? Because when he does box, his tyres are going to be much faster. Or
Pochik has
a
retired in the
Pochik out?
pits.
Is that in the pit? Yeah.
In the pits. Neo's car
That's
is
what
the
I'm
one at
trying to
turn 1. So, as of right now, Runner has an easy undercut, and so does Meyer, who's using to get back in the DRS.
Yeah,
Oka
that's smart.
stays out. No, because they're waiting for the safety car, and Minty has obviously going to stay out with Joshy right behind.
Is
Joshy could
Orca
get an under.
just sort of Orca and Minty? They
So-
just doing a really long one? Are they going for the soft, maybe, or are they just staying out? Well, I mean, Minty's in, but is Orca thinking, what has he got to lose, and maybe try waiting for that safety?
Maybe.
Certainly a long stint.
Joshy's got 6 seconds to get in the undercut window of Viper. Can he do it? And Kitten will be pushing as well to get in to hold Viper up for his teammate. When will Viper box? I think it needs to be soon.
Luke can certainly play the team game here, I believe, if Viper doesn't decide to come in soon. But you'd imagine this is around about, I think maybe the next few laps certainly is the optimum time for Viper to come in.
Absolutely, and that has the only other hard runner who started on hards in the last lap. So and on Viper's MFD, it looks like he's boxing. So in lap critical, out lap definitely critical. Viper is staying out. He's ignoring the team. He's staying out. I think this will hurt him rather than help. Joshy's gained a second.
But he's lost the undercut already, right? Or are you on about just getting ahead? He has to get ahead of Joshy and Luke.
I think he
certainly don't want to come out behind Luke.
Absolutely, Kitten will do everything possible within the rules or outside of the rules to keep you behind to help his teammate. I mean, I
just put in a speculation that Roadrunner went 2.1 seconds faster than Viper on the last lap.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, we can check the lap times.
No, he did.
Absolutely.
I just did.
Oh, he did. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
2.75
compared to a 19.6. Gets the pass to the inside. Yeah, nicely done there.
Yeah, Kitten. So right now it's 32.1, 31.9 now. When will Viper needs to be in? I'm sorry, Viper needs to be in. He needs to be hearing this. As long as you hear the stream, Viper, you need to box now. Otherwise, Kitten seems to be flying.
You really don't want to be
3 seconds.
Yes, optimal strategy, but you don't want to be behind the man's teammate, one of the men that you're battling for the wins teammate, the Aston Martin team principal. The 3-time
As of right now, it's an 8-second undercut per runner.
This is massive. The amount of time he's losing per lap is immense, and he's in this lap.
So 19.7.
It's all going to be if you come out ahead of the Aston TP, who's currently right behind the back of Orca.
So Orca needs to.
Orca is spent an immense amount of time on the medium. He's got absolutely no mechanical grip on the exit. Yeah, and he doesn't fight the one too harshly. He has a lot of battery as well, but he knows it's a nice fight.
Viper on the mediums comes out. Where will Kitten come out? Kitten's going to be using, but I think Viper's well clear.
I wouldn't say well clear.
I'd say well clear. I don't even see him.
Yeah, you are correct. Yeah, absolutely. That wasn't too close, actually. But he has 7 seconds to get into the front fellas, which I think he can make up, to be honest.
So 19.7 at the pit stop. It was a 7.3 gap now, which, doing the math, is what? 27 seconds. So it's 27 second pit stop. So he needs to gain 7 seconds in. I mean, he can do it.
I am baffled at what Orca's doing. 13, he's done 19 laps on the mediums. His first sector was 1.9 seconds slower than his best.
So he's hoping for a safety car, I guess.
Yeah, he has to be, right?
I mean, he needs to hope for it on fuel as well. Speaking of fuel, we'll check in with the Red Bulls, who have boxed and is still out in traffic with Pepe and Shaney. By the way, Josh has got an amazing undercut, and he's clear of his teammate.
Very nicely done on the strategy.
So good to know for us for tomorrow. The undercut definitely powerful. Is Pepe, will he send it? No. The Red Bulls need to get past at some point. The Go 17 still struggling on fuel. Charlie Ark, P7, he's gaining a lot on Oka with Joshy. Close to Kitten as Meyer and Runner are switching positions. Viper's gained a second.
Yeah, Viper, he has the capability to take out that. Oka's speed in the pit lane penalty. Yeah, it's unfortunate for Oka. I mean, hey, you can have 21, right? But yeah, Viper is certainly flying past Shane. And yeah, this is obviously it's a 3-way fight for the run. Viper, interesting to see what progress he's going to make over the next few laps, certainly.
So will we see Runner and Meyer work together kind of like teammates to try and keep Viper behind? And then fight it out in the final lap?
I think it's more logical, certainly, to just... If you're Meyer, just stay behind, get your ERS levels back up, because they're not amazing at the moment, certainly not. You just hold on to Runner and let him do the dirty work, right? You just stay behind, get a bit of ERS, and your battle comes later. I mean, Viper's took another second out of them already since we last checked in. So he's only down to 5-second gap now.
Wow.
A lot of 3-second penalties gone flying around as well.
Yeah.
Joel's
absolutely
now up to
flying.
6 seconds.
Yeah, let's look at the penalties. Real quick. Wow. Jesus.
Everyone from 7th to 16th has a penalty.
Meyer is going to lift. So they're not DRS training. I think Meyer needed to make the move there. You need to be close enough to keep
goal
swapping.
contact with Shaney.
And Gould more contact. So Gould spun Neo earlier, and he's just had contact with
I
Shaney.
think that was probably more than Shaney.
Oh, okay, wow. We'll see what Shaney thinks at the end of the race. But right now our interviews are looking like Runner, Meyer, Viper, Kit, and Joshy. So we'll have to say Joshy's on a great race to be up in P5 right now, and he's behind on Kitten. Can he, on 1 lap older tires, get Kitten? Or maybe if Kitten gets a 3-second penalty.
Viper is making ridiculously good progress. He's going to be with them in another, probably 4 or 5 laps. Like by lap 25, I think he's with the 2 ahead. Whilst managing the DRS levels gorgeously as well. Yes, he's losing now, but...
This is all pace. This is just pure pace. This isn't
it's
burning
going down
a bunch
again.
of
I think, yeah, striking distance has to be another, what, 3-4 laps?
3-4 laps, Cam says, and I fully believe him. He is our AWS man. He's got all the stats. He's got the striking distance. He's going to be closing up along with Viper. Can we see its Viper take an absolutely beautiful win? Make it 2 from 2 this season. He's gotten the strategy right. 16.5, the new fastest lap. Wow. Meyer, again, refusing to pass Runner. And Runner, I don't think will be happy, but maybe Viper just... Sorry, maybe Meyer just trying to save some ERS.
Yeah, exactly a second to lap faster than Runner.
Wow.
It goes with Viper.
I mean, Kitten also 9.5 behind as Joshy's been dropped by former Kitten. And Charlie, I believe, gaining. Can you check for me real quick the lap times for Charlie compared to Joshy? I want to see, because it's 4 lap tire. Joshy's in the wall! Joshy's in the wall! He's DNF! That could be a safety car! It is! A VSC!
Oh, a VSC. I don't think VSC changes too much, though. I don't think too much, unless that becomes a full car safety car.
Absolutely. It is a full course. You can see the yellow safety car is out! Safety car's out!
Is that a full car
the top
safety
car?
car?
Oh. So that's softs? Will we see softs or mediums? That's a full.
I think if you're a Viper, it says only virtual, but I do see the safety car out, right?
Yeah, the safety car's out. The safety car's out of the pit lane. I think Meyer and Runner need to box. They need to box.
I think they absolutely have to box if it's full safety car. I mean, it still says virtual on my screen, but I do see the safety car around.
Runner is in. Meyer is in. Viper's in. Kitten, what will he do?
He has to win, right?
This is huge. So Oka.
Soft tire, right? Soft tire, surely.
Surely. No, mediums for Runner. Mediums for Runner. Meyer puts on the mediums.
Viper for the soft.
Viper for the soft. Wow. So Viper seems like, I mean, Viper is the one who had a bunch of sets of softs still left.
Oh yeah, maybe none of the others had more sets of softs. Yeah, that's a very valid point.
According to Croc, the used softs were terrible.
Yeah, indeed, yeah. But I think it's certainly...
Wow.
I mean, look, safety car, what, we're maybe going to get 7 racing laps? Certainly soft tire territory.
I mean, look how far Croc is.
I mean, almost everyone in the pit lane. These guys with penalties now are the ones that are really screwed, which is quite a lot of people. If you don't have a penalty right now, you're in for a very solid result if you can just keep it consistent.
Absolutely. Kitten, P4 on the mediums. Charlie's box for the mediums. Pepe on the softs. Joel is on the softs as well. They had to double stack at Red Bull, and it hasn't worked out because Goul's got a 5-second penalty. Shaney, P8 on the softs. Rafa, P9 on the softs. Good job from him.
Is it a Gould speed?
We'll have to... The Gould did speed. The Gould did speed in the pit lane.
If you're the Gould, you box again to get rid of that.
Yes.
But lose like 5 spots. Maybe he got
pushed. I would box again. I would absolutely box again if I was Gould. As Krusty comes out P11. Minty has not DNF'd yet. Good job, Hazza. Hazza, you could be in for the result. How many penalties struggle.
I think Minty struggles with high fuel loads. I think once he gets past where he's more in his element, right? Where your time trials, your lower fuel loads. So I think if he gets past
this should be 7 qualifying.
If he gets past the first half or something, it's race. He can just knock down laps. Now I think he's reducing fuel for the car. And also those people that needed fuel, was it the Gould, Orca that was struggling on fuel? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Orca needs fuel still. So certainly helps. I mean, this brings Orca into play beautifully because he's the only person from 6th to 15th that doesn't have a penalty.
That's huge.
Only the top 5 and Orca don't have a pen.
So, in my opinion, Gould still should box and get rid of that 5-second penalty. Right now, he would come out Around.
But I mean, it's about 7. Yeah, but everyone else has to catch up, whereas he's stuck. So he's gonna constantly be taking out time.
You. He'd come up P14, but is it worth it? Yeah, I mean, he doesn't. If he
You
gets up to the
lose
front, he's not going to
4
be able to win.
spots for 5 seconds.
I would.
Is that worth it?
I would.
But does he have another new set of softs? Yeah, he said
Does
that.
not box. Maybe he got pushed into the pit lane.
Yeah, maybe he thinks he can get removed. I have 0 clue. I didn't see it. But, I mean, if he was right behind Joel, it wouldn't have made sense to try speed, right?
No, absolutely not. He probably got pushed in then. He probably backed off in the pit lane.
Yeah,
and obviously you want to break early.
What seemed like a 3-man fight. This has brought a lot of names back into the mix. And I think the biggest winner out of the safety car coming has to be Orca, right? Because there's so many people ahead with a penalty. Everyone else ahead up to 6 has a penalty. If you don't get held up too much, if all you say a big train, Orca's in for good points.
How Orca could finish P6 here? That's huge. A huge result for the Mercedes driver. The man, I mean, once a 3-time champion, still a 3-time champion, but just hasn't been driving like one today. He went for a long stint on the mediums to start, and I think he was hoping
Viper is definitely a bigger loser with that safety car coming out, because I mean, it's lost him 2 positions for a man who was comfortably leading. But I think he's shown very good pace. I think. Is it a free fight, or do you see another few names in the mix now?
I see
people being able to stay with them.
If Kitten can get a good run out of the final corner, I think Kitten sends it. No matter what, I think Kitten sends it.
I mean, it's smart though, right? Because obviously, we know Luke. He's excellent at playing the team game, right?
Absolutely.
He's absolutely for his team. You know, he bleeds for the team, right? Which is important and a good team principle. Yeah. Exactly. He bleeds green. Right, if he can find a way to help Maya within the rules, he's going to help him. This is smart. He wants, ideally, to be in there for his teammate. You need your teammate up there. Charlie Ark is going to be trying to stay with them as well. He looks like he was showing pretty promising race pace as well, so we'll have to see
Aston v
how the
Ferrari,
retail
and
goes.
you've got an Alpha Tauri sprinkled in there. This is going to be good.
Yeah, someone's telling me this is about to get tasty.
As we look, we have a safety car. Let's look to tier 3. MC Explorer.
There's a Mert one too, last time I looked.
Last time I looked as well, but Isak probably getting a penalty, so will we see Zealous winning this race? 6 seconds back, though, is the gap from Isak to Zealous. Isak just seems dominant, doesn't he? MC Explorer has
and he doesn't have a penalty, whereas second to fourth does have pens.
So,
which is very important.
Mark seemed to be clear. Trelly's still in the race. P6.
Where is,
Let's go, Trelly.
Where's MC Explorer?
P11, he's making the move for P10 down the inside.
Oh yeah, he is right now.
Let's
watch MC Explorer up the inside. Yeah, nicely stuck move that. Takes a nice bit of curb as well. Pretty confident. I think MC Explorer is certainly one of the fastest T3s though, so I'm disappointed that he's down there.
It seemed like he was, when I checked in on Mel's stream, it looked like MC Explorer's doing really slowly, so it looked like he had just spun. And
yeah, potentially, because I think he certainly should have been really up there, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. As we see Croc catching back up to the field back in T1. But looking back, Ewan seems to be on for a good result. Evelyn FFC, and I do want to point out Trelly. Come on, 2 more laps. 2 more laps, and that P7 is yours. P8, I don't even give a shit what it is. You got a 3-second penalty. That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Very consistent drive from the boss himself.
Absolutely.
But I mean, I think that just set him back a few positions with his 3 seconds.
Should only be
2
P7,
spots.
P8 as well. She's still going at it with MC Explorer.
That's a beautiful fight.
Absolutely.
Which you can find watching Mel's stream. As we cast out back to tier 1.
STREAMZ on Twitch. But now back, as Cam said, to tier 1. What will runner do? When will runner go? This is not a kitten restart. This is a runner restart. We've seen many of them. He likes to go a bit faster. He's a bit more variable. He doesn't always go slow. He doesn't always go fast. He likes to switch between, but I think
he's in first gear.
Yeah. So we'll see when he goes. When will runner go? Runner.
Oh, he's gonna go left, I think. Oh, it's now.
Oh, he's gone.
He's caught him off guard. Viper looks to be straight on the back of Maya here. With Luke
here comes Kitten though.
Here goes Luke.
Maya needs to get out of the way. Maya needs to get out of the way. Maya needs to get out of the way.
Oh, and Charlie.
Oh, they touch.
Charlie
to the inside. Oh my god, it's a Ferrari double podium.
I think Luke would have got second there.
And crashing Ghoul and Rafa on the straight.
Oh, I didn't see what happened between Ghoul and Rafa.
What? I don't know what's happened. Oka has a collision.
Oka's a 5-second penalty for a collision. And we've got a virtual safety car.
Can runner bolt away from Viper? Charlie,
Beautifully
this is
flipped the
huge.
Ferrari.
Kitten got
But
boxed in by Meyer's own teammate.
Yeah, he won't be too happy with that. But I think
Meyer,
Luke certainly was getting second at term on there. Luke had a gorgeous run. Meyer was caught off guard by the experienced triple champion runner off that restart.
So Oka has also fallen back. Will Oka have damage from that?
I mean, he has a 5-second penalty. I didn't see said collision.
So maybe he'll get that removed. I think he'll get that removed.
Did you see it?
So VSC should be coming in soon. I did not see it. I did not.
Right, yeah, VSC.
Yeah, VSC is ending. So
Runner,
you're very close behind.
Running away at the moment. He's trying to get that 1-second gap. Viper's having to push the battery to stay with him. Charlie Ark is just down the back of this. Nicholas Meyer is trying to, and the two Astons just latching onto this.
6 to go when we cross the line. Runner, can he do it? Winning for the first time. He finished P11 after penalties. Last time out. Will Viper be able to attack and
Senor
strike?
Pepe is going to have a go at Kitten as well.
Many times. Senior Pepe, you're right.
Pepe on the ground.
Whoa! He's got some
squeeze from Luke,
fucking...
but that was balls. Oh! So close to contact. Well played from both drivers.
Pepe had some balls to go up the inside there. As Joel trying to stay close. Shaney trying to stay close. Google 17 has boxed. And it looks like another bad result for the goal. Will he... Get fastest lap, I guess.
Looks like he's going for fast lap, yeah.
Shaney's defending hard.
Goal
the Goal
retired.
17's retired in the pits. Rafa's spun. Rafa's in the wall. Huge.
Yeah.
Oka's getting the run on Hazza as well. Oka to the inside of Minty Hazza. And Hazza's out of the points.
Yeah, nicely crafted move from Oka there. Take this spot.
So we'll have to see.
Yeah, I mean,
pushing Kitten along.
There's two halves to this race though. Look, you have the first 5 with all squeaky clean. Everyone else has their penalties. And it's important to keep yourself clean because, I mean, let's say if Oka had his 5-second penalty removed, he would be 6th. The grid is so close that these penalties are killer.
Pepe to the inside of Kitten. Pepe down the inside of former Kitten. They touch, and Kitten gets forced wide. Kitten does just turn in after, and I don't blame him, but Pepe seems to be just too aggressive.
And Pepe's having to go. Pepe should get him as well. Yeah.
Will Joel follow him through?
Will Joel follow through? I don't believe so.
Joel to the outside. He has a
Thinking about it.
To the inside here, he lifts. Down the inside goes Krusty. Krusty does send it down the inside of Shaney, but Shaney just turns in. Nothing to do with there. Pepe is through on former Kitten. Will we see Pepe be able to close out to Nicholas Meyer now?
Pepe, I think, is taking Luke out of the mix to help his teammate, which for the Astons is
Oka's made the move
pivotal.
on Krusty.
Oka's is crafting his way for the field. I'm liking this a lot from the triple champ.
Can he do it? The 2020 GOAT from a long time ago. Destructor saying, come on, Sway. You are... Oh, Sway's still in the race, right?
Rafa retirement. Yeah, Sway's still around.
Rafa's retiring.
Hey, and there's certainly still place for Sway again.
Runner's been passed by Viper. I missed that. What the hell? I missed the battle for the lead. I can't believe it.
Just for retirement.
I can't believe I missed the pass for the lead from Viper. But Runner is trying to hang on. Viper's burning. Viper's burning. Okay, gets a 3-second time. Oh, that's Oka's race over. Oka gets a 3-second time penalty. So what could have been a great result for Oka has now just not been. And Viper pulling away. The DRS is going to save him.
Oh, Krusty, was it a moment? That's why I didn't quite see it, but Minty's through as well.
And Kitten's being passed by Joel.
But Joel has a 6 seconds of penalties, so that is going to kill him.
Oh, Shaney going for a gap. Shaney to the inside.
Shaney
Kitten gets squeezed out.
Man who used to be his TP.
Oh my god. And Kitten just been... I mean, you have to feel for the guy. He went for the mediums. The wrong strategy for sure. Pepe not able to close up on Meyer though. 1.5 seconds. And he's on the softs. He's not... Actually 1.4 now. And Meyer's flashing.
Yeah.
Will we see...
A lot of them are having a burn. Roadrunner on 6% battery. He's used everything.
He is trying to get back in. He's made the wrong strategy call. Maybe he just did... I guess not having a new set of softs, but maybe he should have gone for a used set anyway.
I mean, let's see how it falls out in the final laps, right?
Yeah, we'll
but Viper's using it now. If Viper clears DRS, yeah,
3 laps to go when we cross the line.
I think Viper has got run out of the... Unless Runner breaks really late. I don't think he braked late enough.
I will have to wait.
He has broken.
He has it. He doesn't have it. So Viper looks to be gone, and Charlie will be
Charlie
running past.
might have a go at him. Will Charlie have a go?
I think Charlie... I think at the end of the race, we'll see...
Move out his way. Yeah, Runner lifted.
Yeah, there's team orders down at Ferrari. They're trying to keep.
Yeah,
ahead
it
of
was
Meyer.
smart to try getting Viper's DRS as the team. Certainly.
Absolutely, but I don't
And
think they will.
actually, they're trying to drop Nicholas Meyer as well, who's just latching on the back.
Yeah, so penalties, as Destructor asked for, 6 seconds for Joel with dropping behind Pepe and Shaney and Kitten, 3 seconds as well, and Oka with 8 seconds now romped up to the back of Kitten, who should get a 5-second penalty remove. Oka should. Sway 3 seconds behind on Oka, Minty has a P11, and Krusty P12 with Haas, 12 seconds of penalties, and then the other Haas, 18 seconds of penalties. Huge.
But if you look at the
for
penalty
Haas,
situation, I think Luke is still looking at around 5th.
Absolutely. It seems like it. I mean, 2 laps to go. Surely he's not losing that much in 2 laps. Especially with Joel having 6 seconds of penalties.
Viper's checked out.
Oh, absolutely. So who did I predict to win? Runner?
You said Runner, I said Viper.
Okay. You said Vipers. Yeah, your prediction is definitely coming true. And Nicholas Meyer, the championship prediction that I made, down in P4, can he get past these 2 Ferraris who have been able to save the arrest decently? Meyer needs to wait for that final lap, though.
Yeah, but he wants it now. He was version, but...
In my opinion, Runner's too far to get the move with Team Orders. He'll have to send it if he wants it. And will we see Runner go for it? 3/10 back is the...
I don't think Ferrari risks team orders though, with Meyer right on the back of them.
No, absolutely. I agree. And I think Runner
might pass Runner naturally here before Runner gets a chance to invent.
Pepe got past Joel as well on the straight, so we'll see what Meyer can do. Will Meyer send it down the inside? No. As my voice is starting to go. This is an amazing race so far.
Battle flags for the Haas.
Well behind. Red Bull trying to get it right, just haven't. The Rule 17 DNFs, and Joel with 6 seconds of penalties down in P6 does not do it. And as I had in my notes, Viper domination, question mark? There's no question mark about that. Viper has been amazing today. And Meyer has saved enough ERS to stay within Runner, who's flashing. Runner's flashing. And final lap
the
as we approach.
Ferraris are far back from Viper. Viper has gone clear.
None of them have ERS.
Yeah.
Neither of them have ERS.
Meyer has slightly more.
I think Meyer's gonna get both of them here. They need to box him in.
I think maybe one. If they play smartly, Meyer. It looks like a good effort to me. But I think he gets Runner, but not Charlie.
He's gonna go for it on Runner, but will Runner catch up to Charlie enough to box him in? Can Runner box him in? Meyer's gonna back out in the turn.
Yeah, he backs out. Wow. I think you've got to just be ballsy at the end though. Yeah. But equally, 4th is a good position to bring home. I can understand his thinking. I can absolutely understand his thinking. You don't want to throw away 12 points. You can do something dumb, right?
Point. But he's very close to Runner now. Will we see
Maybe
Meyer
up the
go
side?
for it? Down the inside, he has a look!
Yeah, look.
Just a tiny
Do
look
I dare say up the inside here? He thinks about it.
There's some chaos behind. Shaney's been passed. Kitten and Oka are fighting, are side by side into turn 7. Kitten holds on from Oka. So we go back to the front, and the Meyer still there, but Viper seems to be in control as Croc will get the fastest lap of the race. But if we go back to Viper, Cam, what a race from a prediction.
Yeah, what a performance. This will bring the man's win rate here, I believe, up to 8. He's done.
I think so. I mean,
5 wins from 6 races.
Viper's gonna cross the line now. Cam, look at this.
Dominant performance.
Absolutely crosses the line and wins here in Imola. P2 to Charlie, P3 to Runner, P4 Meyer. But it is Viper dominating again.
Luke takes
it's getting
5th.
up to P5. Wow, Pepe P6. Joel almost dropping out of the points. And with that 5-second removal, no, he'll get P10. So Oka will only get 10th. Joel will stay P.
How many penalties did Killer Croc predict himself? Because he got 21.
Oh, he predicted 20, so to be fair to him, not too bad. So yeah, what a race. And from our championship leader, has extended his gap in the championship. Cam, I wanted to give you the race win, the line for it. As another 3-second time penalty.
Croc up to... Imagine Croc DSQ at the end.
Yeah,
Croc, please leave 4th gear, thank you. Oh my...
Anyways, we will get the top 5 in for interviews. Runner is definitely happy. Look at that. Runner is happy. His Ferrari is back with Forza
podium.
Ferrari from Charlie. Double podium. And Viper saying the safety car saved him. To me, it looked like it ruined his race. I mean, I
Yeah, I
guess
thought.
he won
I
anyway.
mean, I
I
wouldn't
thought he was
say
gonna win
winning. I
even
wouldn't say
more.
winning the race has your race ruined, but I thought he was taking a second a lap at least. I was around two
Oh
seconds.
yeah.
Well, that's what he was losing on the vehicle, but he was taking a second lap out consistently. I think, yeah, like I said, he would have been on the back of them in another few laps. I actually thought he was the loser out of them three when it came out, but we'll get a start in, of course.
I don't know what runner's talking about. He's talking about urging at the safety car. I don't know what that means.
What did he say? Sorry.
So Meyer said, yeah, that restart we're gonna see about that runner. My runner says, what was that? Urging at the safety car is not allowed. Brake checking me under safety car is as well. Uh-huh. Questionable. So we'll see what happens in the steward's room.
So
But
basically, I think
Viper,
Maya's saying he got pushed. My Runner's saying Maya pushed him, and Runner's saying he brake tested. He got Maya's saying he got brake tested.
I guess. So we'll have to see. We'll get the top five in for interviews. Let me get the race director real quick. Viper winning again. So let's get the top five in for interviews. Going through the list. Viper wins again. Charlie P2, Runner P3 with Meyer P4, Kitten P5, P6 Pepe, P7 Shaney, P8 Sway, P9 Joel, P10 Minty Haza. Oka might get a 5-second removal, who might finish P10 as well. Oka, though, on the road, P11, P12 Krusty, Jesus, P13, Croc, P14, Rafa, the first of the DNFs, then Ghoul, Joshi, Apochik, Neo, Eho, or Yo, and Alden, rounding out the grid for today. Lots of DNFs, lots of chaos, lots of amazing racing, as I was promised today. What a race. And let's see if we can get Meyer at Meyer and Is Kitten in?
I invited him. He's not here.
Okay. Luke. All right. You blocked Viper. um,
Hello.
let's see if I can find Meyer's Xbox account. I don't remember what it's called.
Can you hear me? Anyone hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. Don't worry. So yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. Let me just make sure. Kitten, we'll start with you since you're P5. Kitten, you there? Let me just make sure.
Yep, I'm here.
Include your party audio?
Yes, I have.
Oh, yes, you have. Awesome. I can hear you in stream. All right, awesome. So, former Kitten, amazing race from yourself to,
Yeah.
I mean, P4 to P5, maybe not the best, but I think mid-race, it doesn't look that good. You were in the midfield again. Can you just walk us through, first of all, quali, and then the race?
Yeah, quality, I had to choose wisely what tyres I had to put on. Because it was high deg.
Alexa,
So
turn
I
mine
was
on.
just, yeah, so I was just choosing between the inters and the mediums in Q1. Q2, I did an old medium I used in Q1 to set a banker lap, which was perfect. And then I did a soft run that was very comfortable in the top five. So that was pretty encouraging. And then Q3, I used another U set that I used in Q2. And then the final run, I did a brand new set. I was pretty strong in sector 2, I'd say, out of the three sectors. But I think P3 would have been ideal position. But the position I got was the best I could do based on what I did on track and tyre preparations. Yeah, Nick didn't have quite so good quality, but that's just the fact of the tyre warming situation. And then going into the race, I'm glad it was better than last week because that was shit. Got nearly taken out of Australia. So, but yeah, turn one was predictable. I got turned in by Ghoul, and yeah, just calculated that I was going to be last. Left him plenty of room, and I just got squeezed. So me and him spun. I don't know who else spun, but it was just shit into turn one, and then at the back, I was just trying to overtake the cars. It was a massive DRS train. There's like 6 cars, at one point. So I was just trying to get within them, and of course I pit because the tyres were getting old. I started to lose grip, and you could see the guys ahead of me were starting to lose grip, including Shaney and Gould. He lost traction on the rears. So I pitted onto hards. Joshy, I'm not sure about Joshy's call to start on softs was a great idea because he backed the field up. But I pitted a few laps after Joshy, and I was just provisional P5 on track, making sure that no mistakes, track limits, and just try not to spin. And after that, it was just damage limitation, just finishing in the points. And P4 was the potential, I'd say, but safety car was unlucky. I did think there was going to be a late safety car from previous experiences, but yeah, I'd just like to say congrats to the two throws for playing it out. Arguably, I'd say that Charlie was a bit slower than me, but he was lucky on a safety car restart. He had the tyres switched on better, and yeah, congrats to Viper for the win, well deserved. And yeah, without the spin, I would have been with Viper, Nick, and Runner for the victory, but it wasn't meant to be. But oh well, at least it's still a good result, and glad I didn't DNF and had wing damage.
I mean, yeah, definitely a good race rundown from yourself. In that middle stint, I guess the middle stint before you boxed under safety car, were you trying? It seemed like Viper was just staying out a long time, and on the hard compound tires, you were pushing a lot. You gained about a second a lap. Did you think you could get within his undercut window and try and hold him up for your teammate Nicholas?
Yeah, I did have a suggestion given to me, but because I got fucked by Gould, that was never going to work. Because I was 15 seconds behind Viper before I pitted, so I didn't think I was going to gain that much within like 6 or not 6, probably more like 9 laps. It was just not going to be doable for me. So I was just trying to manage the tyres and get ahead of the cars I was in the DRS train with. I wasn't focused on Viper at all because he was going to be on the mediums, so it didn't worry me at all.
Fair. Definitely hard to defend here. And then on that safety car restart, did you feel you got boxed in by your teammate? I mean, to me, it looked like you could have worked together better as both Ferraris went ahead of you along with Viper.
Yeah, it was just how lucky they were, to be honest. Runner had a decent restart, and yeah, I was predicting that to happen. Not gonna lie, but to be honest with you, I was on old mediums, so if I pitted onto softs, I don't know, that would have made a huge difference because I'd new soft runners coming at me on scrub mediums, so I'm not sure if that was realistic. But in hindsight, probably would have jumped a teammate, but he was quicker than me, so I just held back and was conservative on wing damage.
Well, Cam, any questions for the 3-time champ?
Oh, could you stole my question? I was going to ask him about the restart.
Not 2-time champ. 3 times.
Yeah, 3. You get
Probably
it right.
4.
I said 3. I said 3.
Oh, did you?
I've written
Thank you very much.
The 4.
No, the fourth one was because of level on points. It should have been 4, but it's 3.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the Max and Lewis, yeah?
What a season that was. If only Insanity had come back.
I
maybe
know.
next season.
Oh, I don't know. He hasn't messaged me,
I
so
don't know if he's in the league or something. Yeah.
Don't know.
We'll have to wait and see. But Cam, I'm sorry I took your question. But other than that, Kitten, anything else that you'd like to say? Or how can we look forward to you for the next race?
Yeah, I really hope that I'm with Runner Nicholas, probably even Gore if he steps up his pace and drives more cleanly at the start. But you know, if them things didn't happen, I would have been in a really good spot for probably 2 Astons in the top 4, I'd say, realistically, if that all panned out well.
Wow.
Yeah, my pace was very strong after that spin, I must say. But yeah, I was surprised I could get through them pack of cars. I thought it was going to be difficult, like Australia, where it was just, you know, you can't overtake, you just can't go anywhere. But yeah.
Well, thank you, Kitten. And we will move to our driver in P4, which I believe was Nicholas. Hello, Nicholas, you there?
He's dead.
Yes, no, maybe?
He's dead.
Maybe?
He's dead.
Is it not working again?
Oh, he's back.
Oh, there he is! All right, so I'm. All right, so just walk us through quality to race end. Whoa, I'm just gonna cut you off. Sorry, just gonna cut you off real quick. Your party audio isn't in the stream, so I don't know if there's a button on your screen uh, that you can click to include your party audio if you have one. Yes, maybe, no,
Gone back to being dead.
no,
Nick?
yes.
Oh, oh.
Do you have the party audio it isn't coming through? Do you have a button on your screen that like lets you include it or no?
Let me look at the stream.
It's not coming through. It's not coming through to the stream. Uh, here's what I can do. If it doesn't work, why don't we go to you now, and I will just summarize what you say after. So we can do that. Anyways, just sorry to cut you off again. Just go walk us through quali again, and obviously the race. Yeah, we can hear you. I just don't know if the stream can. So just paraphrasing here, you thought you could get pole, you did a 14-0, which would have been very close. Well, obviously not pole, but would have been definitely a good lap, would have put you above P9. And then on the start, I think you had a decent start, and then you had some technical issues, you said, on your wheel. And on the hards, you said they didn't feel good, along with some moments from Viper, and obviously the safety car restart being a safety car restart, which we will get into in a bit. But I won't take Cam's question this time. Cam, any questions for Nicholas Meyer?
I wouldn't say so. I just congratulations on a nice recovery from where you started. I thought you were in contention for the win the full time. So well played, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
And then next week is, if someone could fill me in, what is the next race?
Qatar.
Oh,
Oh,
Qatar.
yes. How do you feel for Qatar? Terrible. Wow. All right. Well, so Nicholas just talking about the track limits on Qatar and how he hates the track. So I enjoy the track because I'm good at it. I don't care if it's bad or not.
So
You would have to.
that's just how I am. Uh, yeah. Thank you, Meyer. We'll see you next time out in Qatar. Hopefully you learn the track limits, and you had none today, so we'll see. Hopefully that works out.
Well, Viper is gone.
We'll re-invite Viper, but moving to the driver in P3. After finishing P11 last time out, the reigning champion is back. Hello, runner.
Yeah, it feels good.
I can only imagine. So I assume your party audio is included.
Yeah, it is.
So just walk us through quality to race end.
Quality felt a lot better, even in Australia. I knew my line very well. I quite like Imola. It's probably one of my strongest tracks, but yeah, Q1 was a bit of a breeze in Q2. And Q3 I thought I was on provisional pass, like surely not. And of course the pocket goes quickest, and congrats to him, he did a good lap, but it was really close between pocket, me and Viper, and I was really surprised that I beat Viper because he's usually very quick on one lap pace.
Yeah, and then the race.
Yeah, got a okay start, and then a pocket went to AI for some reason, so I just took first place, and then Viper's hard obviously paid off. They were even quicker to start off with, but they never really like set off, so I was a bit surprised there. And like Nicholas said, he did have a couple of moments which probably didn't help him. Safety car helped, and then I undercut Nicholas because I thought he was going to undercut me. It was and it's very powerful around here. But the safety car didn't help us, but it definitely helped Charlie, and we got B73, which is huge after we finished 10th and 11th.
Yeah, I mean, what a comeback for Ferrari in one of their homes here in Italy. Definitely a good job done by you. I mean, first of all, in quali, I think last time out would have been, it was bad, let's just say the least.
Yeah.
Charlie did not deliver last time out, and he was stuck in traffic all day. And today it seemed like the same. He was stuck in traffic all day. But I think maybe the strategy wasn't as good. The undercut was pretty powerful, and it seemed like neither of you guys activated it. I think you did on Viper. But Charlie did not have to get out of the midfield. Is there anything that you're going to change for next weekend? Maybe work together more as a team? I mean, it seems like you've been working together well at the end, but maybe in the middle part of the race, even if you guys are pretty far apart, or is it just run your own race until you are pretty close?
We're gonna have to see because I think we've got a good run of tracks now where myself and Charlie are really fast at. Like Charlie said to me that this is probably his two worst tracks in the game, in fact. So yeah, but we'll have a look at what happens today with myself and Charlie and see what we can do. But it looks like that mid pack, if you're just in it, you're just going to be stuck in there, and that's going to be the same case in Qatar because of that one DRS zone. And yeah, but we might change stuff, but at the moment I don't think we will based on what happens today.
Well, fair play. Either way, good race from yourself, and I just want to hand it off to my co-commentator, Cam. Any questions for the reigning world champion?
Yeah, indeed. Viper, I believe, said that the safety car saved him. Do you believe that safety car stopped your chances of winning the race? Or do you believe that Viper was going to inevitably catch?
I think it didn't help me, but it did help the team because it helped Charlie a lot. But I think Viper was gaining the second lap, and if he caught up, his tyres would have been dead. And me and Nicholas were just trying to share DRS and try and make sure he doesn't catch up as quickly as he could. So that helps a lot. But yeah.
Viper also said he's going to try and win every single race in the calendar. Where do you believe specifically you'll be able to stop that?
Next race, Hungary, Belgium,
Cold.
Texas, Silverstone. You can name every track. This guy
he's
is
naming
not
every track,
winning.
yeah.
Every
Yeah.
track.
This guy is not winning.
Fighting words.
We love to see it. Maybe Ferrari v one AlphaTauri could happen here. Hopefully, AlphaTauri figure out the second driver. I don't know who their second driver is.
It's
Hopefully,
Justin.
they figure that out. It's Justin. Oh, he's not unsigning himself. But yeah, I think it seems like it's going to be a one-horse race at the front. And I don't think Justin's going to get there at the front. So it seems like it's just two Ferraris versus an AlphaTauri and two Aston Martins as well.
I
Can't
do.
forget them.
Yeah. I do believe. I don't think. I think the drivers could be really tight, but I'm sure we could get the constructors. I'm really sure we can
Well,
do
let's
that.
see though. Red Bull should be able to claw back because
Yeah.
If they don't
Joel,
DNF every
wow.
race, then well, yeah, maybe.
yeah. Joel and Gould seemed to be like that was the team. I could not believe they were teammates like that. Like no offense to you guys, like you, Kitten and Nicholas and Charlie and Runner, but Joel and Gould to me, that's Gould's always got great pace. Joel is literally Charles Leclerc, so I thought they'd be 1-2 in quality every time. But
Yeah.
it seems like Joel spun because of Minty and Gould had a bad quality, I believe. He qualified P6 after having an offset on the runs.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's see how that goes. Are you
Maybe it was
confident?
a
You said
maybe
you
it
were
was a good career switch for me then to change teams. Maybe.
That's a good point. That's a good point. But you said you're confident winning the constructors. Do you think you can get a 1-2 in the drivers as well?
We'll
Well,
give it our best
that'd be
shot.
a big ask. Yeah. You've got the Astons and Viper. I think it can certainly be a 5-horse race, but let's see, the Astons go a little bit, get that 10th up quicker, and Viper goes that 10th. So then you've got the perfect 5-horse race. But yeah.
Oh. Moving. So thank you, Runner. And we'll hopefully see you next time out in Qatar. And Cam, any questions further for the reigning champion?
Yeah, actually, one more
Oh,
for
sorry.
Runner. One more for Runner. I believe we cast back to qualifying. Was it Orca that said Runner had absolutely no chance at pole? Was it Nova? I just want to get your comment on that, please, Runner.
Where did he start?
Give me something juicy.
In
Give me something
Q3, he
juicy.
said you had no chance at pole. His words,
Yeah, but
not
where
mine.
did what happened to him?
I was out in
Yeah,
Q1.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Q2. Out in Q2. Oh, Q1. Oh, yeah.
Q1,
Q1.
Q1.
Q16. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Okay.
Enough said.
Anyways. Great question, Cam. First of all, Runner, thank you. And we look
Thanks.
forward to seeing you out next time in Qatar. Hopefully, you said next track is going to be a good one for you. So we'll see. Hopefully, you win. It'll be high on fuel, bad on ERS, bad on tires. We'll see. Maybe some punctures. Should be fun. The Qatar League races that I've seen have always been fun commentating at. So yeah, hopefully, see you out next time and good luck.
Thanks.
Yeah. Moving to Charlie. First of all, Charlie, I assume you've been here a lot. Your party audio is included.
Yeah. I've not been here in a while,
You've
but
been
I am
here
here now.
Yeah. So you know how it's done. Before we get to your quali, before your race, before all that breakdown, Joel in the chat saying you're gonna get a pen. Can you speak to
I've
that at all?
not
Do you know what he's talking about?
looked in the Discord actually. Where is that?
Oh, he said in the Twitch chat.
Oh, I don't know what that would be for. I don't really remember anything in the race, I don't think. I don't know. I if I see a report, I'll send my version of it and we'll see what happens, but I don't remember anything off the top of my head.
All right. Well, hopefully,
Yeah,
for
well,
Ferrari's sake, you get to keep
we'll see.
P2
We'll
because it was a
see.
good race. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah. But moving to your race, your quality, beautiful job done from P.
8.
Not 9. It was P8. Okay, so P8 to P2. What a race! Just walk us through quality to race end.
Well, quali was abysmal to say the least. Q1, I didn't want to use the mediums. I wanted to save that extra set for the race. Um, yeah, I did the one lap on softs, which got me through. Me and Runner were hesitant as to whether or not we would be safe or not, but it ended up being that we were through. Through to Q2, I was gonna go for one run at the end of quali and then another one if I could get the timing. I lost it. I lost the second one by with like a second or two margin, so I couldn't get that second run in. Although I made it through just by the skin of my teeth again. Um, and then Q3, I just couldn't find grip, tire temperature, or anything. It just wasn't working for me. So I qualified P8. Very quickly decided that I was going to start on the mediums, which worked well. I got a good getaway. I've forgotten his name, Nicholas, had a brilliant start in the Aston Martin. I think he got past two of us. He was starting directly behind me. Yeah, he got past two, and then there was an incident up ahead which promoted me up a place or two. Josh, he started on the softs. He went for an overtake into the chicane, but I knew that if he was going to get past me at some point in the opening lap, so I braked early, and he got past, and then I was behind the two McLarens. Midway through the race, I can't remember which lap it was. There was an incident, and I ended up being alongside an Alfa Romeo after turn two. I was on the inside. He was on the outside into that quick left. It ended up resulting in me spinning. But then I didn't lose too much time because I stayed on the track somehow and carried on, and I was ghosted in Joel or one of the Red Bulls, I think. But yeah, it was all right. I was stuck in the midfield for the whole race and lost loads of time to the front runners. And I will openly admit I did not have front running pace today at all. The safety car worked well for me, and then that extra set of mediums that I had, which I didn't use in Q1, meant that I had a new set for the safety car restart, and everybody boxed in front. So I was like, well, either way, I'm going to box and get the tyre advantage. Um, but yeah, no, I was in communications with Runner, and we both worked together at the safety car restart. I knew when he was going to go, and it worked well. I was along the inside, managed to go from P4 to P2 at the restart into turn one. It was clean, I think. I don't think I had any contact. And then there was a VSC straight after. I lost out a little bit on the VSC, but me and Runner were working slightly together to try and get away from the amount of soft runners which I knew were behind me. It ended up being that Runner lost out to Viper with DRS by not on much at all. So again, we made the decision very quickly that I was going to get past him, and I was going to try and get to Viper, but Viper had loads of pace, and I didn't have front running pace. Then Runner worked well, and he kept the Aston Martin behind, and we managed to secure a 2-3 at our home race in Imola. So from P8 to P2, I'm not going to complain at all. And considering what happened in Australia with the P10 and the P11, I'm very, very happy for us both, really. We both drove a brilliant race, and I cannot complain at all with P2. I'm very, very happy. And well done to Viper as well. And the Aston Martins, to be fair. They both had a good race, P4 and P5. They surely must be happy with that with the constructors anyway. But yeah, that was my race.
Not too bad. Cam, any questions for our driver in P2?
Yeah, indeed. Charlie, I mean, you correct me if I'm wrong. I believe you haven't won a championship yet, but you've always consistently been right at the front. Is this the
Yeah.
season you go for it and you do get that title?
Um, I don't see why not. I mean, I've always gone for it every other season. Um, but yeah, no, I think this is going to be one of, if not the closest URFL season we've ever seen. I mean, in the gap in quali today was less than a tenth from P3 to P9 or whatever it was. It was, yeah. But anyway, no, I will try my best, and I would love to get a championship on my name because I've been close. I've been very close with Kitten, And like in 23, I've not been as close, but I've definitely been up there in some races. But yeah, no, I'll try. I'll try for the championship, but I will also work with Run as well. Oh, another thing to add about the race as well is that when I did get past Runner, I said to him immediately, if I cannot get past Viper, then I will let him back past, which I would have done, but because the Aston Martin was so close behind me, even Runner said to me, "Don't bother letting me back past because that wouldn't work."
Well, I mean, I mean, you promised an amazing race before we started the stream, and
Yes,
it definitely
yeah.
delivered.
There was
It
carnage.
delivered.
There was good racing. There was bad racing. There was all sorts. But yeah, I thought it was a good race, to be fair. And I will certainly be watching the stream back later on.
Yeah, well, I can't wait. And hello to everyone watching the stream from the back. I think we normally get pretty good views the day of, like 200 views immediately. So it's
Really?
not too bad from where we started. Yeah.
No, no. Maybe it's a new PSJL.
Let's hope. Let's hope. Uh, Either way, thank you, Charlie. And next week out, Qatar. You looking at that? Maybe a race win this time.
Yeah. Well, last season it was actually it was me and Runner that were battling for the win. I won it on track, but had a penalty. So it's a strong track for both of us, and so I don't see why I couldn't win. But this time the only thing is that me and Runner are on the same team, so we'll have to work together. But yeah, I'll go for the win.
All right. Sorry, I'm back.
I was just left in silence. So.
Sorry. Someone rang the door. But yeah. Thank you, Charlie. We look forward to seeing you next time out. We'll see what you can do.
No
And
worries.
yeah,
I don't know where Viper is, by the
Cam.
way. Nobody invited him back.
Viper. I invited him back. He left mid interview. And he hasn't said anything, so I'm leaving him. Either way, I mean, it's probably good to not hear him scream about how he's gonna win the whole championship, win every race, dominate every race, Grand Slam, all that. So yeah, I think Runner's got enough TikTok edits for that. But Cam, your race prediction came true. My championship prediction, I don't know how well is doing. I mean, I think Meyer's still P2.
He's doing better
in the
than mine at the
championship.
moment.
What was yours again? The goal?
Yeah, who unfortunately did not finish
Yeah.
there.
Well, hopefully he can come back.
Well, I mean,
But,
it's
next
early
time on
doors. He can
guitar.
come back.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So we'll have to wait and see. I mean, I'm definitely expecting both Red Bulls to get back in the fight, and they should be on the comeback. But Mercedes still disappointing.
The series 1, 2, tier 3, allegedly.
I
I've been told.
allegedly a zealous P2. I think Isak had the gap for the penalty, but I think he did the same thing last weekend. So I don't imagine. I think it's a higher penalty this time because if he's gonna just move everyone out of the way that's in front of him, then he deserves higher penalties because then he's just pulling the gap behind
I
anyway.
didn't see it. I only saw it off board, right? So, and only caught a bit of a
Yeah,
glimpse.
fair. So maybe Sly broke too early. I have no
Yeah.
idea. Maybe moving and braking. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I mean, tier 3 look good for Mercedes. 1, 2. Hopefully, tier 2 can do the same thing. I know you'll be hoping
Yeah, yourself.
for that P1 tomorrow. And yeah,
If I can get anything around fifth, I'll be a happy man. Always.
yeah,
But it's not happening.
yeah. I mean, you were running P3 a lot for a lot of the race last time, so I think
Well-
P3 again. You were shocked last time when I said, "Oh yeah, me and AMG P whatever order you want from 1, 2 last time," but you P3, and you were like, "Oh, I'm not getting P3." You got P3
In
by like
qualifying.
10th or 2. Yeah, in
Yeah,
qualifying. You were
no, my
running
lap,
P3
my
the whole
lap was
race, pretty
gorgeous
much.
as well. No, I was running fourth the full race. Doom was
P4,
ahead with
P4.
you.
I mean, Dune. I forgot about Dune. Yeah, but you were running P4 the whole race.
Yeah, I had exhausted a little bit behind, but after that, yeah, it was
You hit it in
going
your
pretty
pocket.
nicely. But I mean, he got me the last lap, so fair dues to him. He's a good racer. he did it quite
Yeah,
nicely.
he's thinking about running VR as well for tomorrow.
And I think he
I
scrapped
hope
off
he
that
doesn't.
idea, but I think drafting
Thank
before
God.
it'd be worth a punt, right?
I think Trelly did once. I think, or
What
Harmless
have I done?
did. I don't know.
What have I done?
Trelly, not Charlie.
Have I what?
Sorry about it.
Trelly, not Charlie.
Oh,
Trellis.
Shirley. My bad. My bad.
All good, all good. But yeah, next time out, Qatar. I'm not gonna make any predictions now because I want to make them day of because I know I'm not gonna remember it, and I'm just gonna make two different predictions. But yeah, it's a good race. I'm glad that we got to race at Imola again. That was fun. And hopefully I get some nice info. I don't know if you'll get info from your tier ones, but I hopefully I can get some nice info on fuel. Definitely not from Mocha, but some nice info on fuel and tire temps and all that. Yeah. Anything else to say, Cam?
No, I think we enjoyed a nice little race today. Congratulations to the guys that got the results thereafter, and yeah, it was a good one to watch.
Definitely. Charlie, Ken, anything else?
I'm gonna work on my 1 lap pace like crazy because of how close it is. That's the only thing I have to add, really.
Yeah, that call is important.
And I look forward to good racing.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, and the qualifying is very tight, but the race pace needs to fix these up into turn one. It's too much chaos, and that again, that would have messed up my race again. But luckily, I made a comeback. But yeah,
Yeah.
we cannot be seeing this, turning in on people on lap one. That's just crazy. Just messes people's races, and we want fair and very good racing up front, which just destroyed today. But oh well, they can learn for next week.
Let's hope. Let's hope. Anyways, thank you all for joining us from Italy, Imola, the beautiful town of Imola. Hopefully, you guys can all go see the beautiful Italian countryside and maybe some Italian Rivieras. Who knows? Maybe a villa for some of you. Yeah. Thank you and ciao.